Not much time has passed since the war. Uzumaki Naruto, the hero of the Hidden Leaf and the one who was called the Child of Prophecy, was able to bring back his old friend and teammate, Uchiha Sasuke. He managed to bring him back, but in the last battle with him, he lost his right arm. Sasuke was imprisoned and soon released. As the last representative of the great Uchiha clan, Uchiha did not want to restore his arm, in memory of the past, in which he made many mistakes. Uchiha realized that war and bloodshed will not change anything, and in order to change the world, you need to change yourself. The absence of an arm is something like a punishment. After all, with the same hand he killed and destroyed everyone who stood in his way. But Uzumaki was less fortunate. Of course, the absence of an arm was not a minus for him. But thanks to Tsunade Senju, or the fifth Hokage, his arm was restored from the cells of her grandfather. The legendary Hashirama Senju, the first Hokage, the owner of unique skills in combat with his wood element. You could say he's a distant relative of Naruto. Tsunade dreamed of stepping down as Hokage and handing over the post to Kakashi Hatake, Copy Ninja, student of the fourth Hokage and high-level Junin. One of the geniuses of his generation. Or Naruto, the hero of the shinobi world, who defeated Uchiha Madara. Unfortunately, he lost many people and loved ones in the war. Neji Hyuga, who protected Hinata from the explosion, taking it all on himself. Obito, who protected Naruto from Madara's hands, also giving him his eyes. And hers too. He was afraid to remember that fateful day, when he lay in front of the 10 tails and Madara trying to get up. Wounded, exhausted, coughing up blood and breathing heavily. He watched as spears from the tree flew at him. He knew that he would die, and he wanted to accept death already. Until she stood in front of him, taking all the spears into her body. And how she smiled at him, choking on blood and tears. Even when she was dying, she tried to calm him down. And she said that she loved him very much. With all her soul and heart. After her death, he thought a lot. Who knew? Yamanaka Ino, a charming girl who always had fans. At the cost of her life, she protected the one she loved and believed in. Many believed and believe in him. But not like her. Of course, mutual sympathy began from the moment they began to take the Chunin exam. She never saw an idiot and a buffoon in him, and he did not see a bitch and arrogant in her. They looked straight into each other's souls. After several months, he now understood Obito. For the sake of the person he loved, he did everything he could. But he lost his way. After the war, he changed his view of the world. The world is not colorful and caring as it seems at first glance. The battle between good and evil will always be, and will never end. It is impossible to dispel this circle. War can start just because of one word, or because of 1,000 deaths. Each country had its own benefit, and many hid behind only one reason. Peace and freedom. Naruto understood the horror of war, and that war gives nothing in return except pain and suffering. Itachi was right, Nagato was right, and even Madara was right. Perhaps, thanks to Madara and Akatsuki, there will be no more wars. And among the great countries there will be only harmony and peace. Walking down the main street he watched as adults nodded to him in respect, girls cast loving glances, and children looked at him with admiration. As if he were their idol. He had become something more than a hero. He had become the guardian angel of silence in all countries. And now thousands of people respected and feared him. He approached the Hokage's residence with slow steps. The Anbu said something like about a serious conversation. And he had to leave his business. Approaching the Hokage's door, he knocked for the first time in many years. Come in, he heard behind the door. When he entered the office, he saw a lot of documents on the table in the fifth Hokage, who was slowly dying from this red tape. Naruto. Glad you're here. Tsunade finally looked up from the paper and smiled at him. What happened, Hokage-sama? Tsunade shuddered. For the first time in a long time, he addressed her differently. Usually, he was always smiling and cheerful when he came to her. But after the war, he became somehow different or something. Of course, after going through a war and seeing a lot of death, you can go crazy. But definitely not with Naruto. With his life concepts. I decided that you deserve the title of Jonin and a contender for the role of Hokage, after Kakashi. The elders and clan heads approved of my decision. The civilian council even more so. They chanted nothing but your name. No. What? Tsunade asked in surprise. This is your dream. You've been working towards this goal for a long time and now you're giving up. It was a dream, but not a goal. I only want to protect the world for which so many people died. And to protect my home from the shadows. Naruto, I understand, but you can't bring them back. I know. That's why I'll do what I want. I'll protect Konoha from the shadows. Turning around, he left the office, leaving Tsunade in thought. The woman did not understand. Why did he just refuse? Apparently, something had greatly affected him. And most likely, it was the war. He had a hard time surviving the death of many friends. The same Neji, whom Naruto was able to change. He died protecting the one he hated 5 years ago. And was able to find freedom in the arms of his comrade. Yamanaka Ino, who, unexpectedly for everyone and for her own team, covered Naruto with herself. Shikaku Nara, Inoichi Yamanaka, Obito Uchiha. They all died, but sincerely believed in Naruto. Walking down the street, he remembered all the moments with her. How they ran in Ichiraku Ramen, and even competed. How she encouraged him and helped him improve some of his abilities. How after defeating Pain, she almost killed him on the Hokage mountain. Because he was an idiot running alone. She was different from the others. Ino was honest and said everything straight. Even though he got hit on the head sometimes, he enjoyed her gentle hugs and kisses. Even her laughter melted him. He knew her very well. And he was always ready to help and support. As did she. The demon inside him was silent. He understood his vessel, because he had been with him since his birth. In his hands were flowers. Purple lilies. She hadn't liked them before, preferring orchids. But Naruto had managed to make her love lilies. He always said that the flowers were like her. And the smell was sweet and very delicate. Like hers. There were many graves here. The grave of his parents, Asuma, the third's grandfather, Obito, Neji, and hers. He loved coming to their graves and talking to each of them. But now especially with her. Hello, ray of light, he said, sitting down under the tree in front of her grave. You know, Lady Tsunade offered me the post of Hokage. I know that you wanted me to become it. But I refused. Why? Because I can't accept it without you. Forgive me. Forgive me. It looks like I will be wandering the world for many years, trying to find what you wanted. Flashback. Naruto. The blonde said, laying her head on his shoulder. You know, I have a wish. What kind of datbeo is that? I want to find the most beautiful place in the world and live there. Just you and me. The blonde looked dreamily at the stars. I will feed you your favorite ramen, take care of your hair and clothes. Hey, I always keep my word datbeo. And that's my ninja way. He smiled brightly. End flashback. In another world we will see each other, my love. I will definitely come to you and hug you tightly. I miss you day and night, and I remember you. He sat for a long time. Until the sunset. It was time for him to go home. He did not want to talk to anyone or meet anyone. But to his regret, it turned out the opposite. Naruto. Walking towards him were his old friends and classmates, Uchiha Sasuke, Haruno Sakura, Inuzuka Kiba and Tenten Takahashi. Hey Naruto, come sit with us. Let's sit and chat. Kiba spoke too loudly. Yes, we would just like to celebrate. No, he interrupted Sakura. I don't want to. Maybe, next time. Uchiha watched him with sympathy. He saw this picture and was there. He watched as Uzumaki screamed in despair and even wanted to give up. But for her sake, he was able to save everyone. The connection between them was special. And they loved each other more than anyone else. He couldn't recover, Sakura said, hugging Sasuke's hand. It's hard for him. Many people wanted to help him, but Naruto waved them off. Saying that he was fine. He becomes gloomier every day. After some time, he returned home. He did not consider himself a hero and peacemaker. He was the shadow of the Hidden Leaf Village. The shadow of Konoha. A hood and a mask that will not allow anyone to see his face. A hidden blade and a katana. A new mysterious member of the Hidden Leaf Anbu. Who was nicknamed the Shadow Assassin. The thunderstorm of many influential criminals, and criminal groups and organizations. A new personality unknown to the world. Who will destroy anyone? Part 2. 2 years have passed since Naruto became that Shadow Assassin. About a month ago, Kakashi Hatake became the 6th Hokage. Naruto's character has changed beyond recognition. If he used to be cheerful, happy, kind and energetic. Now he is a man with a cold heart. He made himself a killing machine. Without pity and without compassion. Those enemies who recognized him, tried to run away. But you couldn't talk to him, and you couldn't even negotiate. But deep down, he thought about her. Constantly. Remembering her, his soul became warmer. But the nightmares did not go away. Every time he holds her in his arms, and watches her die. Because of the nightmares, Naruto suffered. As did those whose desires he ruined. If there was that ray of light and kindness left in him, then he showed it only to his demon friend inside him. He went on missions alone. Basically, These were only the liquidation of small terrorist organizations. No enemy could hurt him, or even hit him. Everyone who tried to do this, passed through him. But he showed respect to the fallen enemies. Not a ritual, of course. Those who could not close their eyes before death, he closed them himself. Saying only 3 words to the dead bodies. Rest in peace. Perhaps this is unnecessary. But these enemies are also people, like him. And perhaps they are not committing robberies because of a good life. Many countries lost a lot of resources after the war. And many had a hard time. Many innocent people suffer because of the war. Who are not guilty of anything. The same Sasuke. They saw each other from time to time and talked a little. Uchiha did not remember the war. Especially in front of him. Sasuke understood his friend like no one else. To lose the one for whom you were ready to go against the whole world. For whom you were ready to move mountains and give her the stars. Sakura, as her best friend, also suffered. But Sasuke consoled her, calmed her down. But no one helped Uzumaki himself. The day of death is October 10th. On that very fateful day for him. The day of his parents and hers death. And also his birthday. Naruto decided to distance himself even further from everyone. The same Shikamaru could not understand where Uzumaki had disappeared to. Of course, there were suggestions that the student would follow the teacher's path. And eventually become a traveler. He received the Sannin's shroud, and now he is also a sage. Kakashi himself looked at the Shadow Assassin's file. He, like no one else, had heard of him. A real killer. You wouldn't wish an opponent like him on even your worst enemy. I see. So you're our Shadow Assassin now? Kakashi asks. I'm certainly surprised, Naruto. So you know. Of course. You're the only person who has 2 Sharingans. And hitting you is no easy task. Kakashi answers. But why do you need it? You tried long and hard to be like Minato-sensei. To become Hokage. I was naive. I thought that I would bring peace and get rid of hatred. But unfortunately, hatred is a part of our life. And you can't get rid of it. I'm going to send Sasuke on a long-term mission. The Kagaya temples have not yet been explored. No need, Naruto replies, walking up to the window. Sasuke lives a quiet life with Sakura. He should focus on his clan. And I'll be the one going on the mission. And how do you intend to move between dimensions? Kamui. I'm used to teleporting to other dimensions. Considering that I have both eyes, I can use the power of the Sharingan to its fullest. And you've changed a lot, Naruto. Kakashi continued, not letting him answer. In order to achieve peace, you exterminated many people. Both good and bad. You know what they were doing, sensei. Yes. Kakashi nodded to him, and pulled out a folder, putting it on the table. You killed Shiobu Tatsu. We know that he took bribes, killed protesters. But do you know why he killed them? There was no answer. Because people tried to take his harvest. Shiobu was selling the harvest to restore the village. To rebuild everything. Your task was only to bring him here, but not to kill him. I know. And I know why I killed him, Uzumaki replies, walking up to the window. I saw something I didn't want to see. And what did you see? Uzumaki activated the Sharingan and looked into Kakashi's eyes. The 6th saw Naruto catch up with Shiobu Tatsu. He begged for mercy, but Uzumaki pierced his throat, squatting down and closing his eyes. Why show him this? He didn't know. But he followed Uzumaki, who was walking towards a small barn. And when he saw this, he couldn't believe his eyes. Do you believe me now? Now I understand why you said. Kakashi replies, coming to his senses. He tore the poor children apart for their organs. And that's why he deserved to die. You only believe the cover of a book, you think it's another novel. But in this novel there is something that none of us would like to see. Kakashi didn't have time to say anything, and Naruto had already left. After he left, Sasuke and Sakura came in to visit their sensei. Kakashi-sensei, hello. The desired couple came to them in a joyful mood. Sasuke got by with only nods and a barely noticeable smile. Is that you? Hello. Both of the 6th's former students noticed Kakashi's confused look. And neither of them were happy about it. After all, Kakashi might have some very bad news. The only thing missing is Naruto. Haruno tried to distract the Hokage from work. By the way, where is he? He's been gone for 2 years already. He doesn't live in the old house, there's an evil granny there getting fat. Your mission to find the Kagaya temples is cancelled, Kakashi says, looking at Sasuke. Naruto will be searching for you instead. What? Uchiha was indignant. Why does he need this? He asked me. And you are the head of your extinct clan. And you have to restore the former greatness of the Uchiha clan. Naruto is already a shadow assassin. The very man who has the blood of many people on his hands. Why did they call him that? Sakura asked. Because of his abilities. Naruto expanded all his abilities to the maximum. An assassin who will destroy the target at night. People only notice the shadow of a person. And everyone passes through him. He's the only one who can't be touched, Sasuke also added. Yes. And he fell into darkness because of many deaths of his loved ones. Sensei, I have to tell you. This is all because of Ino's death. She died protecting Naruto with herself. She was his beloved, whom he lost. His story reminds me of Obito's story. Now I understand. Sasuke, you stay in Konoha, and Naruto. I don't know how and what to help him with. We'll think of something, Sensei, don't worry. At least rest, otherwise you look like a pale Orochimaru. He once pulled me out of the darkness. Now it's my turn. Sasuke and Sakura left, leaving Hatake alone in the office. Kakashi was concerned about one thing, that Naruto not go astray like his old friend Obito. He had seen a lot of blood. He had lost a lot of people. And all because of him. Because he was a vessel. What do you want? I have things to do. Apparently Sasuke has become a censor too. He noticed me. You think I'll let you go alone? Sasuke asked his friend. Naruto is on another level. Without the Rinnegan, I can't do anything to him. His Kamui can absorb any of my techniques. What do you care about me, Sasuke? Why are you standing in my way? I have a mission to do. Naruto walked forward, but Sakura stood in front of him. Why do you need this? Why? I don't want to remember the past anymore and will be like my teacher. I have nothing to say to you. If you respect my choice, then leave me alone. He looked at everyone and with his last words activated Mangekyo. No way. You brought me back here. And that means I won't let you go either. At least not alone. How do you know you'll survive? He screamed in anger. He was angry at his friend, because now he became like him before. If I die, then even better. I'll be able to meet her and hug her. Goodbye. Naruto disappeared into Kamui's funnel. 3. Sakura. Stop Naruto. But Naruto had already disappeared. Sasuke-kun, do something. Sasuke. What do you think I can do? Even the Rinnegan is not strong. I hope you come back, friend. Naruto's POV. It's time to start traveling around the world. Forgive me, Ino. Forgive me that now I can't visit your grave. It hurts. It hurts without your smile, even when you want me to find someone who will be with me. I can't and I don't want to. I only need you and I want to see you. To hug you and tell you that I love you very much. To be only with you. Now I will do everything to go to you. I promise you that we will meet. I give you my word. End POV Naruto. After he left on his journey, Kakashi gathered a village council consisting of Tsunade Senju, Shikamaru Nara, Sakura Haruno, Sasuke Uchiha, and Sai. Tsunade. Don't keep Kakashi in suspense. I need to go rest. Kakashi. Did you hide the fact that Naruto was an assassin? Tsunade. What? He wasn't even in Anbu. Kakashi. That's right, he received an assassination mission from Konoha. At the moment, he has already completed 478 S-rank missions. And now he has left Konoha to travel the world. Tsunade. What? And I only know this now. Where were you looking? Kakashi. I approved of his decision, because I knew that he could no longer be held back. Tsunade. Why did he leave? It was obvious she was worried about the guy. Sasuke. You remember that Ino Yamanaka died in the war? Tsunade. Wait, I mean, now it all came to her. How she saw them before, how Ino looked with all her love at her favorite hero of Konoha. Now she understood. They loved each other, and Naruto has a very hard time surviving the death of loved ones, like it was with his sensei. I see. And, what to do? Kakashi. Naruto said that he would start searching for Kagaya's heritage and temples. I didn't keep him locked up. Shikamaru. Ino loved Naruto with all her heart and soul. And her death left a huge hole in Naruto's heart. Now he has probably closed himself off from everyone and does not want to have any more contact. You understand. Now the old Naruto is gone, he is like Sasuke, he has become a ruthless killer. I saw him once, but I did not approach him. His look means nothing. Now we can hope that Naruto will not stray from the right path. Since we all know what happened to Kakashi-sensei's friend. Kakashi. Exactly. Obito lost Rin and went down a dark path to see her again. Uchiha is a clan that loves only once, and Naruto, although not an Uchiha, is also the same. We must support him, and not leave him alone. I will not forgive myself if he dies anywhere and anyhow. Naruto kept wandering around the changes and looking for Kagaya's lair. As it turned out, time flows faster there than in reality, and when he found her lair, he went inside and met one of the Otsutsuki members. Otsutsuki. I didn't think anyone else would come here, the stranger said, looking at her statue. Naruto. Who are you and what do you want? He pulled out a katana. Otsutsuki. Me, Hamura Otsutsuki, and this is my mother. And you have my brother's chakra in you. Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki. Wait, you are the ancestor of the Hyuga clan. So you want to return your mother to our planet? Hamura. No, Naruto-kun. I helped my brother seal his mother, and now I just came to visit her. You know, it's hard for me to be without my mother, it's a great loss. And probably for you too. You lost your loved one, comrades, parents, teacher. This hood and mask hide the pain that you don't show to anyone. And you became a ruthless killer that everyone fears. Assassins. They lived before us, mother sometimes said that they were revolutionaries. They tried to stop the war, but in the end they all died. And you are the last of them. Naruto. What do you mean by this? Hamura. That you can get her back. Naruto. How? Hamura. For this. 4. Hamura. To do that, you need to go back and save her. Do you know how? I'll give you all my power. Naruto. And how will your power help me? Hamura. How? I died a long time ago, and in front of you is my spirit like Hagoromo. I will give my power to you because I don't want you to bring back my mother and activate the eternal Tsukiyomi. You yourself know that this is a bad choice. My eyes have the ability to transfer a person into the past, just like me. But you only have one chance. You will stop the entire war. Do you agree to this? In this world, you will die forever and will not return here. Naruto thought about everything. He really wanted to bring back his teacher, his comrade, and even his beloved. Now he understood Obito completely. After all, he did everything to see Rin. He nodded in response. Hamura. Your power will be with you and I will also give you my power. My Tensegan. You will be transported to the moment when you leave the village. Naruto. How did you find out? Uzumaki was surprised. Hamura. I can look into the past, now stretch out your hands and get ready. Naruto stretched out his hands and Hamura placed his on top. Naruto first felt all his power, and then his soul left his body along with Kurama to the past. Naruto's lifeless body fell to the ground, which received severe burns from the transfer. Hamura carried his body near Konoha and went to the afterlife. Kakashi's POV. I was sitting at the table as usual, going through these damn papers. I was so sick of it. Naruto had been gone for about a month and a half, and I wanted so much to give him the post and go read my books and travel with Guy. Suddenly, an Anbu flew in. Kakashi. What's happened? Anbu. Hokage-sama. Naruto Uzumaki. He's been found, you should see it. I shrugged and went out to the gates of Konoha. At first I thought he had returned, but when I saw him, I couldn't believe my eyes. Kakashi. Take him to the hospital and call Sakura and Tsunade-sama. I went with the Anbu who were carrying Naruto. Sakura and Tsunade-sama came immediately. Tsunade. What happened? Where is he? I saw that she was worried, and Sakura was no less. I showed them the room and went in with them. Tsunade and Sakura started the treatment. Naruto looked terrible. Both arms were completely burned, and his left arm was completely missing. It seemed he had met some Otsutsuki. Why did he go alone if he knew they were many times stronger than him? Sakura started giving him an electric shock. Sakura. 1, 2, 3. But he didn't come to. She repeated many more times, but to no avail. Tsunade began to check his heart and... No. How? His heart stopped. How? Sakura. Tsunade-sama. Tsunade. No. Naruto. Why? Why? For what? He died Kakashi, and he died a long time ago. Sakura. But, maybe this is an artificial body. Tsunade. This is his chakra Sakura. There is no 9 tails inside him. If extracted, the Jinchuriki will die. Tsunade hit the wall in tears, and Sakura and I just stood there. What did I do? I sent a student to his death. What kind of Hokage am I? What did I do, sensei? Jiraiya-sama, Kushina-san, Obito. What did I do? I just walked out of the room. Why do all my loved ones die like this? Sakura flew out of the room in tears and ran away. And Tsunade-sama was still standing in front of his body and healing him. She didn't believe that he was dead and tried with all her might to bring him back to life. End POV Kakashi. After some time, everyone stood in front of the grave of the hero of the world in Konoha. No one believed that he died. Especially Sasuke and Tsunade. For Sasuke, he was a sworn brother, and for Tsunade, he was like a son who always called her, Ba-chan. Sasuke. Why didn't you listen to me, Naruto? How? For what? You. Sakura stopped his screams. Sakura. Please, Sasuke-kun, give him peace. He wanted to die and meet her himself. We have no right to bring Naruto back. Sasuke. Are you kidding me? How can you be calm? My friend and brother died. Sakura. It's hard for me too, Sasuke-kun. Naruto was our friend and comrade. But we have to give him peace. Because he would have suffered further anyway. And you want that? His wife's words pierced the Uchiha's heart. Sasuke didn't answer and went home. And Naruto's grave stands next to Ino Yamanaka's. And the inscription on it is, the unpredictable hero of the world. 5. Naruto opened his eyes and found himself in his old room. Walking up to the mirror, he saw himself, a 12-year-old boy. So, everything worked out. Naruto, who? Kurama. That's right, Naruto. We're in the past. Today you're going on a journey with Jiraiya and you have to awaken Hamura's power. Naruto. And what is his strength? Kurama. Byakugan and Tensegan. You know Byakugan, and Tensegan has more capabilities, like Rinnegan, but you can't influence attraction and repulsion, resurrect. And you still have Obito's Mangekyo. Consider yourself a god in this world. But don't reveal all your cards, I will help you in your travels. And then change this rag on yourself. There was a knock on the door and Naruto was saved from his friend's grumbling. It was Jiraiya. Naruto held back from hugging him. Jiraiya. And so small. Time to hit the road. Naruto. There's an old pervert. He answered happily and closed the door. Jiraiya. How many times have I told you not to call me that? Naruto. Don't worry, old man, I'm just kidding. I'll have to change my image later. Do you think the old man is a pervert? Jiraiya. I think so, but that's later. Now let's go. Everyone's waiting. Jiraiya threw him over his shoulder and pulled him towards himself. Both found themselves in front of the Konoha gate. There was Team Ino Shikacho, Sakura, Tsunade, Kakashi. Sakura. Naruto, please help me bring Sasuke-kun back. I miss him so much. Naruto. We'll get him back, Sakura. Or rather, I will myself. Ino. So, she grabbed his scruff. Eat right, train hard, don't play around. Got it? Naruto. Got it, Dadbei, maybe you can let me go to the ground. Ino let him go to the ground and looked down, that is, at him. They hugged each other tightly and said goodbye to everyone. They both went quite far and made a stop 70 kilometers from Konoha. Naruto. A perverted hermit. Jiraiya. What do you want? Naruto. We have 3 years, right? The Sannin nodded. Then I will return Uchiha to the village, no matter what. Now I have something to tell you. Jiraiya. What exactly? The Sannin looked at the blonde and met Mangekyo. Before he could say anything, he found himself in a genjutsu. Where am I? Who are you? What did you do to Naruto? Naruto. I will show you all my memories, sensei. Jiraiya saw his birth, childhood, the academy, the Chunin exam, traveling with him, his death, meeting his parents, destroying pain and helping Nagato, the war, how he lost his beloved, refusing to be Hokage, brutal murders, death and being transported into the past. Jiraiya. So, you're from the future. Naruto. Exactly. I'm here to save all my friends, you and Ino. I couldn't come to terms with her death, sensei. As much as I wanted to die, I still wanted to be with her. I did everything to bring her back, even died in that future. Promise me that you won't tell anyone about my story and about Mangekyo. This is a gift from my father's student or my friend Kakashi. Jiraiya. I promise. So if you are already strong, then what are we going to do? Naruto. I will take back my title of assassin and will be the dark side of Konoha and protect it. And we will also remove the seal from Kurama, you know that we are friends. And I will put a new seal that will not let him pull it out of me. Jiraiya. Assassins. Naruto. There were many of them, but they died, while saving the world from war. I am the last of them, and the Uzumaki clan is considered assassins. But in our clan there was only Ashino Uzumaki or my ancestor on my mother's side. Jiraiya digested the information, and Naruto wished him good night and went to bed. Now everything would change. 6. 3 years have passed since Uzumaki Naruto left the village to train. During this time, they managed to visit the Uzushio temple. Flashback. Jiraiya and Naruto stood in front of the destroyed Uzushio. The village was gone, only its remains and debris. Naruto was horrified by the state of the village. He had heard about it from his mother, but had not seen it. Passing by the destroyed buildings, both reached the very top. A barrier formed in front of him. Naruto touched it and a huge temple appeared in place of the barrier. Jiraiya. I'll wait here, maybe the barrier won't let me through. Naruto walked further and looked around. All he saw were assassins with a hood covering their faces and hidden blades with swords on their hands. He reached the middle, where there was a circle. Kurama. Bite your finger and place it in the middle of the circle. Naruto did so, but suddenly beams flew from all the statues into this very circle and Naruto was lifted up. The beams were now directed at him, and his body began to be covered with armor, a hidden blade, a chakra-conducting katana, and a mask appeared on his face that could cover half of his face at will. Like Optimus Prime, and his head was covered by a hood. The beam let him go down and he stood on one knee. After examining himself, he saw that he was wearing white and red armor. Kurama was simply shocked by Naruto. After all, he had never seen anything like this. Naruto. I'm back, sensei. Jiraiya looked at him with eyes like he had met Rakuto Sennin. His surprise was unparalleled, he couldn't even utter a single word. End flashback. If we talk about Naruto's strength, he is much stronger than before the transfer. He has fully mastered the Tenseigen, Byakugan and new powers. He can easily be called the silent assassin. And if it's a sword fight, he can easily fight the swordsman of the mist. He has all 5 of the elements. Since Rakuto Sennin and Hamura gave him their power. Fire from his 9-tailed friend. Wind awakened himself. And the rest is the power of the gods. In short, Naruto can easily fight with the 5 Kage and even defeat them. He himself has grown enough and has become a strong guy. Both slowly walked towards Konoha. Jiraiya was very proud of his student, but did not agree that Naruto made money on the black market and was a killer. The same Izumo and Kotetsu were at the gate. Izumo. This is Kotetsu. Without a doubt, Jiraiya-sama and Naruto. Uzumaki Naruto, glad to see you Izumo and Kotetsu. Naruto's voice was calm, and it scared both Chunin. After all, he used to be cheerful and happy, but they thought that he had become more mature. Sensei, report to the Hokage, I will come to you soon. Jiraiya shrugged and walked away, and Naruto walked through the village and looked around. If before they despised and hated him, now they felt fear. After all, it's not every day you see a guy in assassin's armor. Naruto. And Konoha has changed, even the face of the 5th was built on the mountain. Sakura. Naruto. A voice from below interrupted. Naruto. Sakura. Naruto went down and looked at the same Sakura, although she was much shorter than him. Sakura. Well, you're even taller than me. Naruto. And I'm glad to see you. Sakura. What kind of armor is this? Where did you get it from? Why aren't you wearing your old orange one? Naruto. Merging with the environment gives more advantage. And the orange color is like a beacon and will allow the enemy to detect me. Sakura was surprised by them, because Naruto used to be a fool, but now he thinks differently. Is this really Naruto? Maybe time has affected this. A blonde with long bangs that covered her left eye immediately ran up to Sakura. Ino. Sakura. Why did you disappear? Yamanaka looked at Naruto's side and couldn't believe her eyes. Naruto. Naruto. Nice to meet Ino, He was interrupted by the warmth and the smell of soft hair. He hadn't smelled this smell for a long time. Ino pressed herself against Naruto with all her might, because 3 years of separation was madness for her. Over all these years, she forgot about Uchiha and spat on him. Although she didn't love Naruto before, after the separation, she realized that she had feelings for him, she just didn't understand it herself. Ino. Baka. It's been 3 years already. And what is this? What kind of clothes are these? Naruto. You'll find out later, but now it's time to go to the residence. Hokage-sama is probably waiting. Sensei is already there and he needs to be saved. Tsunade's scream of the word, pervert, was heard throughout Konoha as confirmation. Exactly. It's time to go. Ino. I'm with you. Give me a ride. Ino climbed onto his back and Naruto immediately rushed towards Konoha, carefully opening the door. Tsunade's fists were flying towards him. Naruto held back all her power with one hand, without even putting in chakra. Naruto. Before you strike, You should see who's coming, Hokage-sama. Tsunade. Naruto. My dear mother, bury me. What's wrong with you? What? Hokage-sama. Where's your granny? Naruto. We are not little Hokage-sama anymore. All people change. Right, sensei. He looked at Jiraiya who was lying on the couch and raised his finger. You are not fixable. Tsunade. Yamanaka. Did you come to see Naruto off? Or for a mission? Ino. I'm in his company. Sorry, Tsunade-sama. Tsunade. Okay. Today you and Sakura have a test of strength. You two against Kakashi. And I want to see it now. Naruto sighed heavily and went to the training ground. When he got there, he met Sakura and Kakashi. One was sitting under a tree, and the other was reading his teacher's books on the tree. Naruto. He's incorrigible, he thought to himself. Everyone was wondering how strong Naruto was. Except Jiraiya. He knew Naruto was stronger than Kakashi. Tsunade. Hatake, grab your mother's leg. Get up, piece of a vulgar book. Kakashi woke up and greeted Naruto. He was surprised by his clothes, but it was hidden behind the mask. Kakashi. You remember the bells, right? You both have to take her away from me. Naruto. Sakura. Stay on the side, I'll fight our sensei myself. If you win, I'll give you sensei's new book, and if you lose, I'll burn all the series of his dirty books. Agreed. Kakashi. If you're serious, then go ahead. Naruto. Let's dance. Naruto covered his face with a mask and put on a hood. He rushed at Kakashi at full speed and beat him. Kakashi couldn't even dodge. He immediately jumped away from Naruto and started making seals. Kakashi. Kato Fireball. Naruto. Doden is a wall of mud. The fire rushed to the wall and did not break through it. Kakashi began to fold the seals again. Kakashi. Sweeten Water Dragon. Naruto. Kato Fireball. Tsunade. But fire is weaker than water. To her surprise, the fireball passed through the waters and the water evaporated. Kakashi. Doden is a wall of mud. The wall held the ball. Kakashi didn't know what to answer him and activated Mangekyo. Naruto. Mangekyo. Not bad sensei. Now you can lose. Naruto made seals. Futon Wind Blade. Kakashi couldn't think of anything in response and used a substitute. Now all his hope is on Reikiri. Kakashi. Reikiri. But Naruto intercepted his hand, twisted it and put the hidden blade to his throat. But it was only a clone. Now it became even more dangerous for him, because he realized that Naruto could defeat him in close combat. Ranged attack only Kaden or Sweeten. Naruto. Maybe stop thinking about long-range attacks, sensei. Doden Earth Golems. 4 golems went to look for Hatake. They found him and Kakashi came in front of Naruto, destroying his golems. He and Mangekyo looked at Naruto. His last trump card, only Genjutsu. He looked into his eyes and cast Genjutsu. Naruto. Don't rely on Genjutsu, it doesn't work on me. I'm so tired of this game, now let's get serious. Let's do it my way. Naruto ran at Kakashi with a katana. Hatake ran with a kunai and the two began to fight. Naruto was a master of Kenjutsu, and dominated the fight, damaging his arm. He disappeared from his sight and appeared behind him, putting a katana to his throat. He took the bells from him. He threw one to Sakura. Naruto. You lost, sensei, but it's not scary. You're an excellent long-range fighter. If you had trained in close combat, I could have lost to you. Kakashi. This fighting style. This is the style of the Anbu killers. Naruto. Jiraiya-sama taught me everything, nothing surprising. You deserve it. He gave him the third part of the Toad Hermit art. Tsunade. A good and wonderful fight. I didn't think that Kakashi would lose in a clean fight. Naruto. Thank you for the praise, Hokage-sama. I hope you're getting some rest. After all, we didn't rest the entire way to Konoha. Tsunade. Yes, of course. I will announce your arrival to the village and read your entire file. Naruto. Thank you. Who's going to Ichiraku? Sakura. I have business at the hospital. Kakashi. I'll go read a book. Jiraiya. I'll be at the hot springs. Ino. So it turns out that only I am left. Naruto. Will you keep me company? He extended his hand to her. Ino blushed and looked away, but took his hand. The road was not very long, the couple talked about everything. Ino told about how she became a Chunin, how the missions went. And Naruto did not say anything like that, since he does not want to reveal all the cards and say that he is a killer of Nukenin or evil uncles. Yamanaka felt the warmth that emanated from the blonde, and his smile. His smile made her melt. Having reached Ichiraku, Tsuki shouted throughout Konoha that today he had free ramen. Naruto. Thank you, Tsuki-san. Tsuki. How you've grown, Naruto. You've become more mature and braver. Right, Ayame. Ayame. Yeah, you're such a hottie, all the girls are probably running after you, right? Ino clenched her fists. Now Naruto was being hit on, and she was terribly jealous of Naruto. Naruto. I don't think so, I already have the one I dreamed about. Ino. I wonder, who is she? Maybe Sakura, or Hinata, the blonde thought. Ayame. Who is this Naruto-kun? Naruto. It's later, Ayame-san, my head hurts, and I'm also tired from the road. Tsuki. Ayame, don't disturb the young couple. Let Naruto have a good rest, he just arrived today and respectfully came to eat with us first. Naruto and Ino blushed at the word, couple. And then both ate a portion of ramen, and left the diner. Tsuki was surprised by the blonde, and before, he used to run here every day, eat 10 bowls and talk about all sorts of things. And now he's become more mature. Naruto. Ino, let me show you a wonderful place. Do you agree? Ino. Okay then. Naruto. Then hold on. Naruto picked up the girl, who didn't understand anything, and dragged her to the Hokage Mountains. Ino had never been there in their entire childhood. Once they got there, they both sat on the fourth Hokage's head. The view was truly beautiful. Naruto. Isn't it beautiful? I've always been here all my childhood. I remember running away from the third when we played tag with him. At night, I always sit here and look at our beautiful village and the sunset. Ino. Did you play tag with the third himself? Naruto. Yes. He was the first one who treated me well. Not like a demon of Konoha or anything. Ino. Naru, then I have to tell you something. Now or never. She waited for him to look at her questioningly. I love you. Naruto. And you Ino. Always loved and will love. Naruto touched her lips with his lips and felt the old sweetness. All he was missing was her. The kiss was long. When there was not enough air, the couple looked into each other's eyes. Ino noticed that there was no blue joyful shade, and this worried her. Ino. My dad is probably waiting for me. Naruto. No problem. We'll be there now. They immediately found themselves in front of her house. She looked at Naruto with confusion, but he was scratching the back of his head and smiling broadly. Naruto. As ordered. By Ino. Naruto kissed her on the cheek and disappeared into the shunshi, and Ino went home holding her cheek. Meanwhile, Tsunade Senju, or the fifth Hokage, was freaking out. And next to her, the younger sister of her late boyfriend was covering her ears and curling up into a ball. And the great toad hermit was getting some juicy blows from her. Tsunade. What the hell, Jiraiya? So it was Naruto who killed everyone. And they called him the silent killer. That's what you made out of this guy. And I thought, where is that cheerful idiot? And he traded him in and made Naruto into a ruthless killer. And he's an assassin, too. My grandmother told me that they all died a long time ago. Jiraiya. It's true Suna. Naruto is a descendant of the assassins and he is the last of them. Like the true Uzumaki. Tsunade, it's better to hide this information, Naruto doesn't want anyone to know about it. He chose this path himself, neither I nor you can influence his decision. Let this secret remain a secret. Naruto will not forgive anyone if everyone finds out about this. Tsunade. Okay. Old pervert, I won't tell anyone. Can you imagine? Danzo Shimura decided to give his man to our team. Jiraiya. It seems that he doesn't trust either you or him. So he decided to control his power himself. Okay, Suna, it's time for me to write a new part of my book. Bye, old lady. The Sannin ran away leaving an enraged Tsunade in the office, who once again screamed at the whole of Konoha and broke a chair. And Naruto slept in a sweet dream at his home, as did Yamanaka, who had sweet dreams about this Uzumaki. 7. Naruto woke up at 8 a.m. The first thing he decided to do was buy food and a new house. On an empty stomach, he left the house and walked around Konoha. He still didn't have those looks. Now he was dressed in just a black t-shirt and black shorts. The first thing he did was go to the store and buy a lot of food. After finishing and paying, he returned home. Now he needed to decide on a new house. And for that, he needed to see the Hokage. Now he went to the residence and knocked. Knocked for the first time. Hearing the word, Come in, he calmly walked into the office. Tsunade. And is that you, Naruto? What's the matter? I have a lot to do. Naruto. Hello, Hokage-sama. I have some business with a new house. Can you find me a house near the Yamanaka quarter? After all, there are nice houses there, not like mine. Tsunade. So, wait a minute. Tsunade began to look at the papers and look for the one she needed. Having found it, she looked for a house near the Yamanaka quarter and found it. I found it. No one lived there and it was new. Heating, electricity, hot water were installed. A total of 600,000 ryo or 10,000 a month. And also for the service and for my attention this morning 25,000. Naruto. I'll take it right away. I'll give you 625,000. Naruto printed out the required amount and put it on the table. Are we even? Tsunade. It's a pleasure doing business with you, my friend. Now take the keys in. Get out of my office, bitch. It's time for me to drink my divine sake. Naruto took the house key and left the happy fifth alone with a bottle of sake. The first thing he decided to do was drag everything. In order not to suffer, he sealed them in a scroll and carried them to the new house. When he reached the house, he met a blonde man with green eyes in front of him. Naruto. Hello, Inoichi-san. Inoichi. Oh my god, Naruto. Good to see you, kid. Where are you coming from? Naruto. I'm moving. I just bought a house. How's Ino? Inoichi. Everything is great. Congratulations on the housewarming. Will you invite your friends? Naruto. I haven't thought about it, but if I call, there's not enough time, it's just training and training. Inoichi. Yes, I heard from Ino that you defeated Kakashi in a clean fight. Is that true? Naruto. Well, training with Jiraiya sensei was not in vain. That's all. Kakashi sensei was unlucky in close combat, since I mainly trained in that direction. Perhaps he began to think too much and lost his vigilance in reaction. Inoichi. Ah, I see. Well, okay, I have to go. Come on, Naruto. Naruto walked on, and Inoichi kept thinking about how Naruto had changed a lot. Kurama. It's good that you didn't reveal your cards about being a damn silent killer. Naruto. I'm not a fool to reveal my true strength to everyone. What happened yesterday was just a crumb of my power, Kurama. Enough chatter, it's time for me to inspect my home. Kurama. Bald monkey. A crumb of his power. You will lose to me. To the great Kyuubi no Yoko. To the most powerful being on earth. Naruto. Now you will be the most pitiful creature. A red-haired, flea-bitten invalid with 9 tails. Kurama. And you are a mistake of nature. Naruto. Then you are Rakudo's mistake. And then they both laughed and started packing. The house was in perfect condition and well appointed. A one-room house with everything. Kitchen, bathroom, toilet, cabinets, refrigerator, stove, bed, nightstands. Naruto. It looks very nice, and now I need to put things and food in their places. I need to create a new credo for myself. I'll think about it later. Naruto finished all his business and thought about his new credo. Since he doesn't want to become Hokage, he decided to be the dark side of Konoha. Naruto. Exactly. I came up with it. When others blindly follow the truth, remember. Nothing is true. When others are limited by morality or law, remember. Everything is permitted. We act in the darkness to serve the light. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. How about Kurama? Kurama. I don't know why you came up with such a credo and it's out of place for me. But it sounds pompous. If people laugh at these words, then I'll laugh at you every day. Bald monkey. Naruto. And you tell me, why am I bald? Kurama. I am not a human being and I cannot think like you, pathetic humans. Naruto. You're pathetic yourself. You've lived for over 1,000 years and can't explain why I'm bald. And you're thinking about fucking Matabi. Kurama. Shut up, idiot. What are you talking about? Naruto. You're a pervert. And why am I surrounded by perverts? That old pervert, sensei is a pervert, you're a pervert, the 5th pervert. Kurama. Is she a pervert? Naruto. You should have seen her lustful look at the sake. She's probably ready to marry it, bear him children, drink it. Kurama. What about sitting on a bottle? And Naruto imagined this situation before his eyes. Ah, idiot. Why the hell did you imagine this? Naruto. You said it yourself, little pervert. Kurama. What other small one? Naruto. So you agree with the pervert? Kurama. Dot 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 dot. Naruto. I see. Rest and think about your matabi. Or do you prefer Sona? Kurama growled at Naruto's ears, and he mentally turned off the sound and decided to get down to business. Since he was the last of the assassins who always saved the world from bloodshed, he would follow their example. He would wait for the fourth war and stop Obito and Madara himself. Now he needed the fifth to give him the task of eliminating the missing nin. He would not go to Anbu and would be on his team. But at night he would perform his duties, as before. But he could not forget about his beloved. After all, he needed to get all the business out of his head, especially to be with her. 8. Naruto decided to go to Ino's place for a walk. But it was a failure, as she was on a mission with the team. Walking around Konoha, he met a 12-year-old brunette with his team. The grandson of the late Hiruzen Sarutobi, Konohamaru Sarutobi. Konohamaru. Brother Naruto. Sexy jutsu. In front of Naruto stood his own created technique. Brunette with decent forms. Naruto. Konohamaru. I'll give you some advice. Don't use this technique on people. It's best used when distracting the enemy. Konohamaru. But I can't. You taught me this technique. Naruto. That means you must listen to me. If you behave well, I will teach you one technique. It is called rasengan. Konohamaru. Really? When? Naruto. When I have time, then I'll teach you. I have to go. See you later. Naruto disappeared from the genin's site and headed to the residence. When he got there, he met Team Guy and his own. Tsunade. Here comes our blondie. Team 10 needs help. Akatsuki has captured the case cage and they are calling for reinforcements. Naruto. So they started the action. Tsunade. You don't have to go, Naruto. Naruto. Quite the opposite. I have a surprise for them. When are we leaving? Kakashi. In 10 minutes. Naruto disappeared into the shunshi and appeared at home, putting on his equipment. Having finished, he arrived at the Konoha gate where everyone was. The road to Suna was boring. Since Naruto did not chat like before, and Guy and Lee were still arguing about who had the most spring of youth. Many were intrigued by the fact that Naruto was very calm. Kakashi already understood. Disappearance, mastery of the katana, hidden blades, a hood with a mask. This means that Naruto is a silent killer. Sakura and Tenten had their own conversations. And Neji was silent, as was Kakashi. Naruto walked ahead, studying the situation and checking the environment with his sensorics. In the end, they got to Suna without obstacles and without problems. There they learned that Kankuro was poisoned, and Sakura, as the best medic, helped Ino with the removal of the poison. Naruto. What did Shikamaru find out? Shikamaru. They caught Gaara and kidnapped him. And that means they started hunting the tailed beasts. And I can say for sure that Akatsuki is stronger than us, and it will be problematic to attack directly. Naruto. Attacking directly is pointless anyway. But if they suck out the Biju, then it will be in a closed room. They will not seal it into themselves, which means into something huge. The Biju chakra is very large for someone. Shikamaru. I see. Where do you come to such conclusions? Naruto. That's obvious. The one-tailed has the least chakra, which means we have almost no time. Ino. Yes, Naru, we're done removing the poison. Naruto. Then it's time for us to go. Sensei. Kakashi. I'm lazy, oh well. Let's go. But where? Naruto. Trust me, I sensed Gaara's chakra, so I know where to go. Chi's grandmother followed them into the company. Ino was talking to Naruto about the future and about their first date. Kakashi and Asuma were talking about their own. When they were a little further away, two people blocked their way. One with a shark face, and the other a guy of about 20 with dark hair down to his shoulders. Kakashi. Itachi Uchiha and Kisame Hoshigake. Swordsman of the Mist. Sakura. This is the man who ruined Naruto and Sasuke-kun's lives. Itachi. You won't get any further. Kisame, take Guy-san. You'll like him. Kisame. Well, okay. Samahata wants to eat and eat. He pulled out a huge sword with a mouth and attacked Guy's team. Kakashi. I'll deal with Itachi myself. He lifted his forehead protector and showed the Mangekyo Sharingan. Itachi. Mangekyo. Fireball Kaden. A huge fireball was flying towards the Konoha people. Kakashi. Sweeten water wall. Kakashi reflected with water. And Naruto still stood in place, and when the fog cleared, Itachi saw the Sharingan. Itachi. Sharingan. Naruto. Kato Great Fiery Destruction. A huge wall of fire was heading towards Itachi. Kisame. Sweeten water reflection of your technique. Kisame used a huge stream of water, and was able to reflect the fire. After all, he is a master of this element. Itachi could not believe it. Where did Naruto get the Sharingan? Even his teammates could not believe it. Itachi. Where did you get the Sharingan? Naruto. A gift from a friend. Who protected me by sacrificing himself. You are not Itachi Uchiha. If you were, you would have destroyed us immediately, as well as your clan. Let's see. Now Naruto activated Mangekyo and plunged Itachi into Genjutsu. I know your history Itachi Uchiha. Itachi looked back on his childhood. How he was given the mission to destroy the Uchiha clan, except for his brother, escape, illness, death at the hands of his brother, Edo Tensei. Itachi. Who are you? How do you know everything? Naruto. I am Naruto Uzumaki. These eyes are a gift from one person who controls you. He saved me and gave me his eyes. Itachi, I will give you my word that no one will know that you killed the clan. But in exchange, you will keep silent about mine. I will not save you from Sasuke's hands, because you yourself chose this path and want to die. I understand you. I think we will not see each other soon, and now I will destroy this runner Zetsu. Itachi. Where are you from? Naruto. I'm also a Jinchuriki and a good censor of Itachi. See you later. Naruto released Itachi from the Genjutsu and simply killed 2 Akatsuki in an instant with his hidden blade. Naruto. It's time for us to hit the road. Let's go. The uncomprehending Konoha members and Chi followed him. Kakashi was curious. Where did the guy get the Sharingan? He already understood that he was a killer and a silent killer. But he didn't understand about the Sharingan, but they had the same pattern. Having reached the cave, Sakura hit the wall. But now she was rolling on the ground to dull the pain in her fist. Naruto. There is strength, but no brains. There is a seal here. Here you give Nagato, such a weak seal. Naruto touched the seal and absorbed it with his eyes. And then he hit the wall and it was already destroyed. Pain. The silent killer. The last of the 12 assassins. Naruto. And you are the head of Akatsuki. Pain. It is surprising that the owner of the Rinnegan put a very weak seal. Pain. You're late. But it's okay. There are only a couple of tailed ones left and there will be peace in eternal Tsukiyomi. Naruto. We'll see about that. All the holograms disappeared. The 2 Akatsuki managed to escape and left Gaara's lifeless corpse. She wanted to heal him, but Naruto's hand stopped her. Chi. I have to save him. Naruto. You live a little longer, I'll do it myself. As the last of the 12 assassins, I'll do it. Naruto began to pour the remaining Shukaku chakra into Gaara and brought him back to life. After some time, Cage Gaara woke up. He looked around and saw his friends from Konoha. Naruto. You really made us worry. Gaara tried to get up, but Naruto's hand didn't let him get up. Rest my friend, you just came to your senses. Gaara. Naruto. Is that you? Naruto. And you still ask, my friend. Of course it's me. So, how are things as Cage? Gaara. Everything is fine. I'm a little tired. Naruto helped Gaara up and everyone returned to Suna. Now Konoha and Suna had fully strengthened their alliance and the Konoha people returned to Konoha. 9. Back in Konoha, Naruto and Ino went on a date. Naruto had been waiting for this for a long time, even though he couldn't bring her back, he himself returned to the past and now feels all her warmth. But he has to not let her die, and maybe he will die himself. But he is ready for this, in the future he must leave himself a descendant. Naruto. Where shall we go? Ino. Let's go for a walk. Naruto. By the way, maybe we can go to my place later. I forgot to say that I moved. Ino. Let's come straight to you. Please. She made a sweet face, which is very difficult for him to refuse. Naruto. Then let's go. The couple walked hand in hand to Naruto's new house. The house was small and located near the Yamanaka clan's quarter. Naruto opened the door and let the girl in first. And then he went in himself. Ino began to look around. The house looked expensive, and then she began to do what she shouldn't have. She looked through his closet. The first thing she saw was assassin's armor and a red mask. And Naruto was wearing similar armor, except for the armor. He was wearing one he had created himself. Ino. Naru. It can't be. She remembered about the silent killer and now it was clear to her. Hidden blades, masterful use of the katana, red eyes. Naruto. Sorry. I am an assassin and I am the silent killer. Ino. But why? Why did you decide to do this? You have a dream of becoming Hokage. Why Naruto? You see, I was just a child and those words of mine, I will become Hokage Datbei, were just to attract attention. It was a false dream and I realized over time that I was naive. So I became the dark side of Konoha and will protect it from the shadows. As an Anbu of Konoha. Where did you get the Sharingan? And like Itachi Uchiha and Sasuke. After all, you're not an Uchiha. Naruto. A dying gift from a friend. Before the Uchiha clan massacre, he transplanted his eyes into me and died himself. Because he was under suspicion in a certain matter. His name was Shisui Uchiha. Naruto lied on purpose and remembered from Itachi about his friend named Shisui. I'm sorry, I probably hurt your feelings. She became sad and lowered her head to the floor. Naruto just pulled her to him and hugged her. He hugged her so tenderly, as if she was very fragile. But there is some truth in this. Ino is a fragile and very kind girl deep down, but she tries to hide it. Since now it is considered a person's weakness, like Uchiha Sasuke used to say. She liked Sasuke as a guy. Cool, a genius, from the best clan, popular, mysterious, very calm, and it was fashionable to love such a person. And she liked Naruto as a friend. After all, he was a good friend for her, cheerful, who always smiles. But he is more mysterious than Sasuke himself. No one knew or heard of him. But for others, Uzumaki seemed like a jester, a clown, a loser, a weakling, a moron, an idiot. She was sure that this was just a mask on his face that covered up the pain inside. Over time, after Sasuke left, she cooled towards him and realized something else. She loves Uzumaki Naruto. Not in love, but loves. At first she didn't believe it, but then she started blushing in front of him. After all, he always supports everyone, treats them well, helps those who have lost their way, without asking for anything in return. And what about now? She doesn't see that old Uzumaki Naruto. Now he is cold, calculating, smart, a good fighter in any position. It is understandable, because this is her influence on him in the future. After her death, he went into darkness and became a killer and a ruthless murderer. And now he smiles, not like before, but on his face is that old smile that he shows to few people. Naruto. Everything is fine, Ino. Sit at the table, I'll cook us something to eat. Ino. Can you cook? Naruto. Yes. Sensei taught me during his travels. Naruto started cooking, namely, his favorite meat in the oven. This is what he eats after training, so that the body can recover. And Yamanaka felt a pleasant aroma from the food. Having finished cooking, he put it on the table, but Ino had already fallen asleep at the table. Naruto. Just like a little girl. Naruto carefully picked her up and carried her to his room and laid her on his bed, not forgetting to cover her up. He went to the kitchen and fell asleep at the table. The next morning, Ino opened her eyes and saw an unfamiliar house. First, she looked around. And then, looking out the window, she saw a familiar street. Getting out of bed, she went to the kitchen and saw Naruto. Sleeping Naruto. She remembered that she fell asleep at the table, and Naruto put her on the bed. She liked that he was caring, but she didn't like that the guy was sleeping at the table. But he could have been sleeping next to her. After such thoughts, she blushed like a tomato and, not noticing the nightstand behind her, began to fall backwards. She closed her eyes and waited for herself to fall. But someone was holding her by the waist. Opening her eyes, she met Naruto's gaze. Naruto. Good morning. Ino. Good. Thank you, Naru. Naruto put her on her feet and invited her to the table to eat. After the morning meal, Ino went to train with the team, not forgetting to stand on tiptoe and kiss Uzumaki. And Naruto decided to finish washing the dishes and train himself. Arriving at his favorite training ground 7, he met the team of Guy, Kurenai and Asuma. It turns out that they trained together. Naruto decided to join in and test his skills. After greeting everyone, he warmed up. Naruto. Guy-sensei, maybe we should have a sparring match. Maybe I'll gain some experience from you. Kurenai. Are you sure? Guy is the strongest in Konoha, few could stand against him except Kakashi. Guy. Good, Naruto-kun, I see the spring of youth is burning in you. Come on. He stood up. Naruto. Asuma-sensei, will you give me an excuse? He stood up. Asuma. Get ready, and, let's begin. Guy ran at Naruto with all his speed. Naruto dodged his first blow and sent him flying with his own fist. Guy stood up and activated the gate, as he already understood that it would be more difficult with Uzumaki. His speed became even faster, and Naruto, due to his enormous physical strength and speed, simply humiliated the taijutsu master. Guy. Leaf Whirlwind. Guy hit Naruto with all his might, but Naruto blocked and was able to hold back his blow. Guy was very surprised, because no one could hold back his blow. Naruto fought purely in taijutsu. Now Guy got serious and activated the sixth gate. Now Naruto had a harder time against Guy and had to activate the Sharingan. Both were equal and Guy was tired of all this. Guy. Kirudora. Midday Tiger. The huge tiger ran towards Naruto. He was lucky that his friends had moved a very decent distance away. Naruto. Gudodami. Naruto, with the help of the Sage of Six Paths mode, protected himself with Gudodama, absorbing Guy's technique. Naruto. Now ninjutsu. Guy. I don't have it. I'm impressed that you were able to absorb my most powerful technique. Naruto attacked Guy in taijutsu and both fought equally. Guy retreated and took off his weights. His last trump card up his sleeve. And Naruto had saved him the Mangekyo Sharingan. Although Naruto was very fast and strong, he was inferior to Guy now. Techniques in Genjutsu could not be used. And he did not want to use Sage Mode and Tensegan. In the end, Guy won with 6 gates and without weights. Guy. And you fight well, Naruto. The spring of youth is burning within you. Naruto. Thank you, Guy-sensei. Asuma. Where did you get the Sharingan? Naruto. The last gift from a friend. It hurts to remember Asuma-sensei. Forgive me. Asuma. Oh, Lan, sorry. Naruto. Have a nice day to you all. I'm going to go somewhere. Naruto said goodbye and left, and while walking along the road he stopped at Ichiraku. 10. A few days passed and there were some changes. A certain Sai joined Team Kakashi. An emotionless guy from Danzo Shimura's Root Anbu. And Yamato joined Team 7. A Jonin and former member of the Root Anbu who possesses the first Hokage's genome, Mokuden. And he is for insurance, since they do not know that Naruto and Kurama are best friends and that he can enter Tailed Beast mode. They learned that Kabuto Yakushi was meeting with Sasori and decided to follow him to their lair. Now the Konoha members were sitting in the bushes. Yamato. So, our task is to be quiet and neat. Do you understand? Naruto, Sakura, Sai, eat. So Kabuto came and met Sasori. The conversation was boring. Kabuto didn't say anything special, but he hid a lot about Orochimaru. Then a kunai flies at him and Sasori saved Kabuto. Kabuto. Thank you for saving me, Sasori-sama. Sasori. Speak quickly. I don't like waiting. Where is Orochimaru? Orochimaru. I'm here, Sasori. How much time has passed? He said, standing on a tree, not far from the bridge. Sasori attacked Orochimaru, and the Sannin was assisted by Kabuto. After many minutes of fighting, the puppeteer lost and died from a blow to the kanji for heart in his chest. The two decided to go back, and Sai, unnoticed by the three, followed them. Orochimaru sensed Root's chakra, but did not show it, since he and Danzo are in an agreement. Yamato. Where did Sai go? Sakura. Looks like he went after them. Traitor bitch. She broke the tree with a blow. Naruto. I feel his chakra and we can get to him. Follow me. Sakura and Yamato ran after Naruto. Sakura thought it was strange. Naruto was always very quiet and reserved. Yamato suspected him of something. Naruto was acting like a scout and a spy in Anbu. Although he did not serve in Anbu. Having reached the lair, the three split up and began to look for Sai and Sasuke. Sai found Naruto and saw how he wanted to kill Sasuke, but he kept standing aside, knowing that he would not be able to kill Sasuke. And Yamato and Sakura found a book where they needed to eliminate certain targets. As it turned out, Danzo gave him the task of killing Sasuke. Unfortunately for Sai, Sasuke dodged his blow and created an explosion, left the room and stood over him. And next to him was Orochimaru. Yamato and Sakura came running to the sound. Sakura. Sasuke-kun. Sasuke. Long time no see Sakura. Naruto. And you've changed Dobi. Naruto. This concerns you too, Sasuke. Is it really worth it? Did you find what you were looking for? Sasuke. I will kill Itachi and destroy you. I felt sorry for you then and if I wanted, I would have acquired the Mangekyo Sharingan. I have power from Orochimaru and I will become even stronger when I get the Mangekyo Sharingan. Sasuke looked at the pale Sai, who just wanted to kill him. Found a replacement for me. Do you think you could kill me? Another second loser. Sai. Yes, Sasuke-kun. I wanted to kill you, but since you are Naruto-kun's friend and my teammate, I didn't want to do it. Naruto. You could have gotten power in Konoha Sasuke. Either you come back now or I will bring you back myself. Sasuke. Do you think you can bring me back and defeat me? You're still Naruto. Too naive. Where are your screams? Sasuke, you're my friend. Datbei. I'll become Hokage. Come back to Konoha. Where is all this? Naruto. Don't make me laugh, my friend. Despite all this, I'm much stronger than you. Sasuke. First I will kill Itachi, and then you. Itachi will answer for the death of his parents. Naruto. Try as hard as you can. But then you will learn the true reason for the destruction of your clan. Sasuke. What do you mean? Naruto. Something that you will someday learn with your own ears. Orochimaru took Sasuke away, leaving the Konoha people. Sakura and Yamato did not understand. What was he talking about? What was the truth? And Sai stared blankly at his unfinished sketchbook. He had already begun to understand emotions. And all thanks to Sakura, who experienced more emotions than Naruto. He did not even move a muscle, as if he saw Orochimaru and Sasuke every day. He could also be called a typical Uchiha. They returned to Konoha without good news. After telling Tsunade everything, she sent them home. Naruto suggested that they go to a barbecue, since he sensed Team 10's chakra there. When they got there, they met Team Ino Shikacho, who were eating meat after the mission. Ino, as usual, hung on Naruto's neck. Sakura was impressed when she found out that her best friend was dating Naruto. Although she knew that they were best friends, that she had feelings for him, she thought that he was just as stupid as before. And now she felt sorry for Hinata, who also looked at him from afar with a loving gaze and fainted when she saw Naruto. And now she tries not to see him and be with her team. Naruto. Meet our new comrade, Sai. Meet. This is Ino, my girlfriend, and my friends Shikamaru and Choji. And also the sensei of their team, Asuma Sarutobi. Son of the third Hokage. Everyone greeted him and sat down at the table. Naruto ate a little, and mostly gave food to Ino. Sai looked at Sakura and remembered the words in the book. Character describes a person and can give a nickname. Sakura was embarrassed by his intense gaze. Sakura. Sai-kun, why are you looking at me like that? Sai. Evil bitch, he smiled. And Shikamaru, Choji, Ino, Asuma were in shock. After all, they knew her character. Sakura boiled like a kettle and tried to hit Sai, but Naruto stood between them, who did not want a conflict between the partners. Sakura hit Naruto and he did not even move from his place. At this, Ino boiled and hit her friend. Both fought. As a result, the entire restaurant was destroyed. Naruto. My mother, this is fucking nuts. He looked around the ruins of the local restaurant where the battle between the two kunoichi had taken place. Ino. Don't you dare hit Naruto. Big-headed. Sakura. It's your own fault for getting in my way. Ino. Yes, he tried to stop you from killing your new partner. Sakura. Don't call me an evil bitch. Ino. You showed exactly what he said. Sakura. You too. Ino. Because you hit Naruto. Shikamaru. Problematic women. VL barbecue. That'll be 200,000 ryo. He looked at everyone. Everyone except Naruto looked at Asuma. He was crying and angry at the same time. Naruto. Here you go, he held out 2 packs of money. VL barbecue. That's another matter. If I see that there will be another fight in my restaurant, you won't come back. Naruto. Sorry. It won't happen again. He bowed and turned around. Naruto looked at Ino and Sakura, who looked sad. One, for hitting him and not apologizing, and the other, for making him pay what she thought was a huge amount of money for the damage to the restaurant. Naruto. Let's go outside. Everyone followed him. Asuma, Shikamaru, Choji said goodbye to them and left. Sakura went home, and Sai decided to go to bed. Ino was silent the whole way and felt guilty in front of Naruto. And he did not say a word. Ino. Well, Naru, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Naruto. I'm not offended, Ino. But please be restrained, I ran into it myself and didn't notice her blow. So it's my fault. Ino. You really aren't offended? Naruto. Am I lying? Of course I'm not offended. Try not to behave like that, okay? The last sentence was affectionate. Ino. Okay, Naru, I have to go home. After all, I didn't let Dad know that I was back from the mission. Naruto. Run then. Ino kissed and hugged her beloved man and ran home, and at the entrance to the house, blew a kiss. Naruto responded in kind and went home. Inoichi Yamanaka was sitting in the house and thinking about one thing. He doesn't have a wife, because she died of an illness when Ino was 3 years old. Since then, he has been raising her alone. Now, a happy daughter came home, shining like the sun. Inoichi. Hello daughter. Ino. Hi dad. Inoichi. Why are you all glowing? How was the assignment? Ino. The mission. Everything is great. We dealt with the bandits and put them in jail. Inoichi. You didn't answer the question. By the way, Naruto came by recently and was looking for you. Did you see him? Ino. Yes. Today we were at the barbecue. They have a new guy on the team. His name is Sai, an incomprehensible guy, emotionless and stupid. Today he told Sakura that she is an evil bitch. Although it is true, Sakura wanted to hit him, but Naruto stood between them and she hit him. Inoichi. I hope Naruto is alive. He asked, knowing that Sakura was the second Tsunade. Ino. Yeah, he just walked me home. Inoichi. And you hid your relationship from me. Right. Ino. I'm sorry, Dad, I didn't want to say it because you would have been against it and would have said that he was a dunce and a loser. She lowered her head guiltily in front of her father. Inoichi. Really, I like him. Naruto is like someone I knew when I was a kid. She couldn't do anything either, but she eventually became very strong. Even I was afraid of her. And now he's like someone else I know. He recalled Minato and Kushina. But I'm interested in one thing. How could he defeat Kakashi and hold out against Guy with the gate? Kakashi has proven himself to be a genius of our current generation and he can compete against the 3 Sannin. And Guy is the strongest close combat shinobi in Konoha. Ino. Well, he has a Sharingan. He said it was a gift from a friend before he died. I didn't ask any further. Inoichi. I see. So all this time he had the Sharingan and hid this fact, since under the rule of the third, it would have caused a lot of problems with the elders. And Tsunade is his distant relative, since their clan is related and she will not allow the Uchiha eyes to be returned. He thought. Ino. I'm going to rest, Dad. Have a good evening. Inoichi. Good. Ino went to her room and fell on the bed hugging her favorite pillow and thinking only about Naruto. And Uzumaki himself put on assassin clothes at night and went on a secret mission from the 5th. Tsunade refused him for a long time, but then resigned herself and set the condition that she would give him the mission and send him messages herself. 11. A month has passed. Today, a monk came running to Konoha and told her that the fire temple was attacked by Akatsuki members. Tsunade created 20 special platoons. Now, 20 people stood in front of her, which also included Ino Yamanaka, Shikamaru Nara, Choji Akamichi, Asuma Sarutobi, Azumo Kamizuki, Katetsu Hagane, Aoba Yamashiro, Rado Namiyashi, and 12 other people. Tsunade. Your task is to search the entire land of fire and find the members of Akatsuki. Catch them, if you can't, then kill them, don't let them leave the land of fire. Questions. Asuma. What happened to Chiraku from the fire temple? Monk. Unfortunately, Chiraku-sama fell at the hands of Akatsuki members, and his body was taken for some kind of sale. Asuma was very surprised, because Chiraku was one of the feudal lord's 12 defenders. Azumo. I wouldn't want to spoil your mood, Asuma-san. But in the bingo book, Chiraku's body is worth 30 million ryo, as one of the 12 defenders of the feudal lord. There are 5 closest points in the land of fire. Tsunade. Split into 5 and wait at each point in the land of fire. Move out. Azumo gave them the coordinates and everyone went in different directions. Tsunade did not tell Naruto, since there is a risk that they will catch him, considering that he is an assassin, they can give more for his head, despite the fact that his face and name are not in this book. There is another task for them now. 2.5 weeks ago, Uchiha Sasuke killed Orochimaru, who during this time became very weak. And all because he thought that there was nothing more to learn from him. And also Deidara Tsukuri, when he was looking for Itachi. Tsunade gave them a mission to catch Uchiha Itachi and lure Sasuke. And Jiraiya also came to her for a task. Flashback. Tsunade. Are you crazy? Jiraiya. You must understand, Tsunade. I must check and find out more about the Akatsuki leader. And the land of rain is the only place where he can be. Tsunade. But he's dangerous. What will happen to Naruto if you die? Jiraiya. Naruto is not a little child. I know what I'm getting myself into, and he should understand it too. Forgive me, Naruto, but this is my fate. To die at the hands of my student. It cannot be changed. Save my beloved, and it's time for me to retire and meet your father and my teacher. Tsunade. No way, he won't forgive me then. Jiraiya. You can't stop me, Tsunade, and you know it. I can't promise that I'll come back, but let's make a deal. If I die, you win. And if I survive, then you. Seeing how she blushed, he laughed. I'm kidding. Goodbye, Tsunade, and beware of Root. Tsunade. Come back alive, Jiraiya. End flashback. The team consisting of Naruto, Sakura, Sai, Yamato, Kakashi, Kiba, Hinata, Shino set out to find Itachi. Naruto naturally knew where to find him, but he did not want to interfere with him. Since he had already suffered a lot, and it was time for him to retire. But he did not know that his teacher was going to the land of rain. Kakashi. We need to split up and find Itachi, and then catch him. Don't you dare be a hero, the furthest distance from here is up to 1 kilometer. Is that clear to everyone? All. Eat. Kakashi. We'll meet here in an hour and a half. Let's go. Everyone went in different directions. Naruto went to the right and moved a kilometer away, where he had met Itachi earlier. As he guessed, he met Itachi. Naruto. Come out, Itachi. I'm alone. Itachi. What are you doing? What do we know about Sasuke? Naruto. He killed Orochimaru and Deidara. You set up a meeting with him, right? Itachi. Yes. In an hour at the old Uchiha temple. Naruto. I see. I hope this is not our last meeting. Although I knew you little, you are a good person. You were ready to die at the hands of your brother, and for him to calm down from death. Itachi. I just want to give him a gift in the form of the Mangekyo Sharingan. But he must stand on your side, and not avenge me, as you showed me. Naruto. Everything will go as I showed. It can't be any other way. Otherwise, I won't be able to fix everything. I only have one chance. Itachi. I must give you my friend's eye. With the help of Shisui's Kotoamatsukami, you will also free me if I am resurrected or cast it on Sasuke. Naruto. Then I'll transplant this eye into myself. I hope it will be normal. Itachi. Does he know that you have a Sharingan? Naruto. No, I didn't tell you and I don't advise you to. Beware of Toby, he will tell him everything about you. I gave him a hint about him. I hope Sasuke is not so stupid. Itachi. Transplant this eye to yourself. Shisui has Kotoamatsukami and Susanoo with one eye. And also your one eye will receive eternal Mangekyo. This does not happen to us, but since you are a unique person, you can do it. Kurama. That's right. Transplant this eye into yourself. You will receive one eternal Mangekyo, and if Obito gives you his eyes again, you will awaken the second one. And also, if my father comes to you, then by receiving his power, you will receive Choco Tomo Rinnegan. Like Sasuke, only stronger. Holy shit. Then you will have Byakugan, Tenseigan, Eternal Mangekyo and Rinnegan. You yourself can destroy Kagaya. And also the chakra of all the tailed beasts again will give you half the power of the 10 tails. Against you, my dad will become weak, considering the fact that the assassins were equal to him in strength. Itachi gave him the jar with Shisui's eye and disappeared. And Naruto returned back to the point. Kakashi. Well. Naruto. My clone met Sasuke and he went towards the old Uchiha temple. We're going there. Kakashi. Then let's move out. Everyone went in that direction, but their path was blocked by a guy in an orange mask. Naruto. Toby. Toby. Hello everyone, I'm Toby and your enemy today. Kiba. I haven't seen you before. Toby. I'm a new member of Akatsuki. Naruto just looked at him. He knew that he was intangible, and he himself had it, but he was too early to be like Obito. He didn't want to change the course of events, since some changes could affect the future and ruin a lot. He just stood and looked at the enemy. Toby continued to fool around and Kiba and Sakura attacked him, but passed through. Naruto. It won't work. It has immateriality, so you will always pass through it. Kakashi. And what do you suggest? Naruto. It won't be possible to get around him, even though he's playing the fool, but I think it's just a mask on his face. Being immaterial, he can teleport anywhere. So we're trapped. We'll wait until the fight is over. Toby. You're a smart guy. Now his voice became serious. Do you really know me that well? Naruto. Maybe. But as I see, you are one of the renegades from Konoha. From the Uchiha clan. You smell of Uchiha chakra. Kakashi. Uchiha, but they're all dead. Toby. You're right. I'm from the Uchiha clan. But it's too early to know my name. Naruto. Are you going to continue to bother us? Or what? Toby. Let's wait until the battle of the brothers is over. Sakura wanted to attack, but Naruto gestured that she shouldn't. Sakura. But Sasuke-kun will die. Naruto. I doubt it. Itachi has many weaknesses that Sasuke will learn about during the battle. Point of sale B. Asuma's team encountered two members of Akatsuki, Hidan and Kakuzu. During the battle, Asuma was severely and fatally wounded. But he was saved by Reido's team, which also included Ino, Choji, and Aoba. Kakuzu wanted to take his body, but the leader called him to seal the four tails. Ino tried to give him first aid, but everything went to waste and Asuma Sarutobi died from his wounds. Meanwhile, Sasuke and Itachi fought. During the battle, Itachi sometimes dominated, but gave in to his brother. He showed him his last trump card and with the help of Susanoo, sealed the cursed seal on his neck. Itachi was getting closer and closer to the trembling Sasuke. Itachi. Forgive Sasuke. There won't be another time. He flicked him on the forehead and fell down dead. A plant came to Toby. It has a dark side and a white side. Toby. So what about Zetsu? Zetsu. Uchiha Sasuke wins. Itachi is dead. Toby. So we've had our chat. Bye Konoha. We'll play with you another time. He said and disappeared into Kamui. Everyone except Naruto was in severe shock. Naruto knew the outcome. Kakashi. Do you know this Toby? Naruto. It happened. We crossed paths once when they were going to capture the four tails. As I knew, it was just a fool's mask on his face and he was a serious enemy. Even though he behaved inappropriately. Itachi was dead, which meant that Sasuke was either there or that guy took him. Everyone moved to the battle site. They did not find Sasuke and Itachi's body. Which means Akatsuki took them. They returned to Konoha empty-handed, as did the team of 20 platoons. Apart from the body of Asuma Sarutobi, there was nothing. His team mourned their sensei. Everyone was at the funeral. Kurenai stood in front, since she was the closest person to him. And behind were Shikamaru and Choji. Naruto stood behind them and next to her was Ino, who buried her face in his chest and cried quietly. Naruto hugged her and stroked her back, knowing that this would calm her down at least a little. After the funeral of Asuma Sarutobi, Kakashi and Reido gave a report to Tsunade. She did not interrupt, but was surprised that Naruto knew Toby. But she did not bother him yet. Since he had to look after his girlfriend. Naruto carried her to his home and laid her on the bed. Ino. OPPP. Naruto. I understand, Ino, but Asuma-sensei died a hero. I understand your pain. The shinobi world is like that. As someone once told me, it's either you or the other. We'll get rid of Akatsuki and everything will be fine. Okay. Ino nodded. Don't cry. You're hurting me and your sensei. He wouldn't want his students to cry. He always wanted you to become strong. Get some sleep, and I'll tell your father that you're sleeping with me. Good night. Naruto left the room and closed the door. He went to notify Inoichi himself. He nodded with understanding and thanked Uzumaki. Naruto bowed and returned home. Ino was asleep, but he knows that he and the team will go in the morning or at night to take revenge on the Akatsuki members. The next morning. As Naruto knew, she left in the morning. Kakashi went with them. Tsunade. I doubt I can let you go Naruto. After all, they are hunting you. Naruto. Do you even know that I am from the Uzumaki clan? They can't suck it out. Because I created a seal that will not allow anyone to suck out the Kyuubi's chakra. Whoever does this will only receive a slow death. Because he will be absorbed by the Kyuubi's chakra, which will destroy him from the inside. So don't worry. You yourself know that Asuma-sensei didn't even stand against them, and Kakashi-sensei with them even more so. I don't know anything, so you send us or I will leave myself. Tsunade. Okay. Be careful and bring back these idiots. I knew you couldn't be stopped by Romeo. Your path goes to the west, that's where they went. Naruto, forward. With a heavy sigh, Team 7 headed west. An hour later. Shikamaru took Hidan with him, and Kakuzu was left against Kakashi with Ino and Choji. Since these two together are very strong opponents, Kakuzu began to strangle Ino and Choji. Kakuzu. You deprived me of 35 million Ri. But if I kill you, I will sell your organs. And the hearts will be mine. Especially Kakashi Hatake. Ino. Forgive Naru, I'm probably going to die. She and Choji were choking her very hard, and she began to lose consciousness. Suddenly, Someone cut the bandages that were choking Ino and Choji in front of Kakuzu. Kakuzu saw what he no longer wanted. A dark cloak with a hood that covered their heads, a katana in his hand, a mask on his face and red eyes. But the patterns were different, since Naruto had managed to transplant his eyes overnight and they took root as if they were his own. Kakuzu. You. A silent killer who's worth 500 million ryo. Naruto. You will pay for your actions, member of Akatsuki. This is your last day in this world. Kakuzu. I didn't think I'd meet you. Those eyes reminded me of Itachi Uchiha. Naruto. You will see her for the last time and die today. Naruto formed Rasenshuriken. Sage Art Rasenshuriken. With a huge Rasenshuriken, he ran at Kakuzu, but he survived. Unfortunately for him, 2 hearts were destroyed, leaving only 3. Kakuzu. Futen Blades of Wind. Naruto directed the fire into his katana and cut all the wind waves into small pieces. Now it was next to him and pierced one of the hearts. Only the heart of the elements of earth and lightning remained. Naruto. Kakashi Sensei. Yamato Sensei. Kakashi used Chidori to pierce one heart and Yamato destroyed the other with water needles. Kakuzu was slowly dying. Naruto came closer and stood in front of him. Kakuzu. I didn't think that I would die at your hands and at the hands of these brats. Naruto. Accept it. Even those you call brats have surpassed you. Kakuzu. It's a pity. 35 million disappeared. Naruto. You only think about money and do not think about anything else. You have paid for your actions and for your insolence. You are just a bunch of missing nin who blindly believe the words of a lying man who uses you for his own purposes. You are pawns in this game. Farewell, member of Akatsuki. Naruto stabbed him in the head with a katana and pulled him out. Shikamaru returned, killing Hidan. Killing him how? Burying him underground and leaving him there to die dismembered. Ino pounced on Naruto. A weight was lifted from their team's shoulders. They avenged Asuma's death. But there was one problem. Naruto lost one arm because of the Rasenshuriken. Since he hadn't used it for a long time, he forgot that he had to enter hermit mode to throw it. And Kurama laughed at him. Although he is smart, he is also sometimes dumb. Naruto. And if you don't get off me now, I'll fall to the ground. Ino looked at him and then at his hand. More precisely, where the hand should be. But it was gone, destroyed. With horror, she began to treat the place where his hand should be to stop the bleeding. They returned to Konoha alive. Residence. Tsunade. And I told you. You didn't listen and here's the outcome. You created the technique and improved the Rasengan. But you didn't test it in use. Naruto. Should I test this technique on sensei? Hokage-sama, can you stop treating me like a little child? I'm a shinobi. Tsunade. And also a silent killer. Kakashi. But how is this Naruto? Everyone nodded surprisingly. Naruto. I don't know who named me that, but I bought Bingo's book and decided to get rid of the missing nin. Because they influence the fear of civilians. I am an assassin and the last of the 12 assassins. This is my duty as a member of this order, sensei. I only save people from the evil that those who carry hatred for others and chaos in this world carry. You can't understand this. Now please let me go, Tsunade-sama. Tsunade. Okay. I'll tell Shizune to prepare a prosthesis for your arm from a human body in our morgue inside the huge refrigerator. And then we'll sew it on for you. Naruto and everyone else left the residences. And then the screams started. Sakura and Ino were screaming at him. One didn't want to lose a comrade, and the other didn't want to lose a loved one. The whole situation was saved by Kakashi, who invited them to Ichiraku. Naruto sat like a pillar. Naruto. Well, you can learn to use the left one. I hope so. After 10 minutes. Naruto. Damn me, I've had enough. I should learn to eat with my left hand. Kakashi. Well, come on, eat. He wanted to feed him and saw surprised faces. What's wrong? Ino. Kakashi-sensei, let me feed him myself. Kakashi sat down in the place where Ino was sitting. Next to Sakura. And she sat down next to Naruto. In Kakashi's place. And all because he didn't want to get punched by her and not have his brains picked. Ino. So, since you fed me yourself, I will feed you too. My silly hero. The situation was funny and cute. What? A girl is feeding her boyfriend. Nothing special. Kurama was laughing at the helpless Naruto, whom the girl was now feeding. After feeding him ramen, they left Ichiraku and went home. Ino went with Naruto. No one wanted to argue, since Naruto had already been scolded in the residence and on the street. Naruto. Are you still offended? Ino. You bet. It's better for you to finish your business. Is what's his name? Osasan. Or Asan. Naruto. Assassin. I will not quit this. This is my way of shinobi, Ino. I must bring peace, then I will retire. Ino. I see. And when is our wedding? She asked unexpectedly and very quickly. Naruto almost choked on air. Naruto. Well, let's wait until I'm 20, then I'll marry you. Do you want it now? Ino. I'm not ready to be a mother yet. Especially since I'm only 16. Naruto. Another month and a half to endure and here I am, 17 years old. Ino. And I still have to endure for another half a year. Naruto. You'll be patient. I promise that you'll survive, even if I die myself. After walking her home and kissing her, Naruto returned home and collapsed on the bed. Ino did the same. Now they both found themselves in the arms of Morpheus. 12. A few days passed after that day. His arm was successfully sewn on the next day. Naruto was sleeping peacefully and decided to take a nap until lunch. Then there was a knock on his door. Opening it, he saw Kakashi come in. Kakashi. The fifth is calling you. She said it's urgent. Naruto. No, old man, he said to himself and went to change his clothes. Walking along the road he met Gamakichi and Gamabunta. He hoped for the best, that Fukasaku might have saved him. Entering the office he saw his old friend Fukasaku. Naruto. Hello Hokage-sama and Fukasaku. I am Fukasaku from Toad Mountain, and also a sage. You are Jiraiya-chan's disciple, aren't you? Naruto. That's right. Did something happen? Fukasaku. How can I explain it to you? I guess I'll tell you straight. Jiraiya-chan died in the battle against the head of Akatsuki. Shock, pain, hurt, sadness, hurt. He hoped for a different outcome, that Sannin would think about it and not leave. Everything inside him sank, he lost the chance to bring back his teacher and godfather. Naruto, sensei. Fukasaku. He told me to give you a message on my back. Naruto was shown the same numbers as before. Naruto. There is no real one among them. I understand. Leave me alone. Sakura. But. Naruto. You shouldn't have let him go, fifth. In your place, sensei wouldn't have let you go, even if you were very stubborn. Naruto simply turned around and left the office. Sakura. Naruto. Tsunade. Leave him alone Sakura. Let him go, he needs to be alone. Fukasaku. Naruto Uzumaki is the child of prophecy. Tsunade. Excuse me for what? Fukasaku. The old sage said that Jiraiya will have a student who will either bring peace or destroy it. And it depends on him. This boy is his last student, which means he is the child of the prophecy. I have no doubt about it. Since the secret of the cipher is solved, I will return to Myoboku, and I also want to take Naruto to me and teach him the art of the Sannin. Sakura. Sannin's art. Kakashi. Jiraiya-sama was the only one from Konoha who could enter this mode. Fukasaku. I'm not saying that this will help get revenge on pain, but Naruto-chan can stand up for himself. Kakashi. Naruto is capable of this even now. Considering that he has the Mangekyo Sharingan and that he is one of the assassins, Naruto is capable of a lot. Sakura. Ah, remind me, who are they? Fukasaku. The assassins were members and ancestors of the Uzumaki clan. The first of them were not from our world, all their power and wisdom passed down through centuries and millennia. Even Rakudo Sennin would be a weak opponent for them. If Naruto-chan is the last assassin, then he is the last one to bring peace. He is young and has yet to reveal the potential of the former assassins. And if he had, then Akatsuki would no longer exist. He needs time for this. Sakura. So, they're only from the Uzumaki clan. But what were they chasing? Fukasaku. Since ancient times, they have persecuted the world. They fought against hatred. In every generation, there were assassins who fought and defeated all the evil in this world. But hatred is endless and it is a part of the life of our world. It is impossible to get rid of it completely, only to defeat it. We do not know what will happen in the future, we can only guess and think. All hope is on the descendant of assassins. Only members of the Uzumaki clan had this power, but not all. Chosen people, and there were only 11 of them. Naruto-chan 12, although they are called the 12 guards of assassins. I have never met a living assassin, only today I saw it for the first time. Tsunade. Do you think he can defeat pain with the Rinnegan? Fukasaku. I hope so, but I believe in it. If what the assassins gave him all their power, then he will win. Kakashi. And how can he get it? Fukasaku. According to legends, to obtain power, you need to find the Great Tomb of Assassins, which is hidden in the barriers of the Uzumaki clan. That is, it is in the depths of Uzushio or perhaps in the bowels of the earth. No one could get there and no one will. Although I have lived for centuries, I do not know. The last of the assassins was, Washi, Uzumaki. I have been chatting too much. I will return soon when the young man comes to his senses. Until next time, Tsunade-chan. All the toads disappeared into smoke. And Naruto wandered outside, remembering his sensei. How they spent time, how they trained, how they ate ramen in diners, how they had fun in the hot springs, how they celebrated his birthdays. Once again, he couldn't prevent his death. Kurama. Don't be a wimp, Naruto. Jiraiya knew what he was getting into and you can't change his fate. You're not a little child who will cry all the time. Wipe away your tears. You yourself said that the shinobi world is cruel. Or I'll seize control and make you do what I want. Naruto smiled a little. Kurama is Kurama. He knows everything about him down to the smallest detail. Naruto mentally thanked him and wiped away his tears and returned home. As soon as Ino learned about the death of Naruto's teacher and that he was alone, she ran to his house. Opening the door, she saw a calm Naruto looking out the window. But he keeps the pain inside, not showing it to anyone so that no one would worry. Ino. Naruto. Everything is fine, Ino. Ino. My condolences. Naruto. You know, I won't cry or complain about his death. Jiraiya-sensei was a good man and the best pervert. I will only remember him and our journey together. He deserves peace. Rest in peace, sensei, he said to the wind on the street that carries the red leaves of autumn that will soon come. Ino came closer and hugged him from behind. Naruto turned around and hugged her and kissed her on the lips. After a long kiss, both of them were out of breath, and they just lay down on the bed. Now together. Comment to 12. Washi, in Japanese to Russian means, eagle. And the word, eagle, means the word, ezio. Reference to Ezio Auditore. 13. A few days after the death of one of the great Sannin, Fukasaku returned to Konoha. Naruto was summoned to the residence and, at the request of the Toad Sage, was left alone. Fukasaku. I want to teach you the art of Sannin. Naruto. Unfortunately for you, I already have this power, Fukasaku-sama. So don't worry. Fukasaku. I see. You have a toad summoning, so when pain attacks you, Ma and I will help you enter hermit mode. Naruto. Thank you. I am sure that we will defeat our enemy. And Tsunade. Naruto. Pain is looking for you all over Konoha. She flew into her office. Naruto grinned, just as expected. As he stepped outside, he saw the Junin trying to hold Pain off until the residents were evacuated. Kakashi. Naruto. Help the residents evacuate, we will cover your waist. Naruto. I'll be back soon. Fukasaku-sama, perhaps it's time for you to come here with your wife. Fukasaku disappeared in white smoke, and Naruto ran to save the villagers. On the way, he met a huge centipede, who was about to attack Shikamaru and the pregnant Kurenai. Pulling out his katana, he cut off the centipede's head. Naruto. Are you okay, Kurenai-sensei? Shikamaru. Kurenai. Thank you, Naruto. Everything is fine. Naruto. Go away quickly. Shadow cloning. 1,000 clones ran all over Konoha to save the inhabitants and help reach the bunker. In the base were medic Nin including Ino, and the dead Shizune Kato, who died at the hands of one of the Pains. Naruto. Don't go near him. This is my fight. Naruto left the bunker and went to the battlefield. Kakashi was also dead, as was the head of the Akamichi clan. And next to them was Choji. Tsunade was barely standing on her feet. Pain had just used a powerful technique, Shinra Tensai, which had formed a crater on the ground. And Naruto had received reinforcements. Toads. Naruto. You're right on time, Fukasaku-sama. Tsunade. You destroyed my village. What my ancestors built and left to me. I will not spare you. Pain. You can't control your feelings. You feel the pain that I feel. I'll repeat it again. Where is Uzumaki Naruto? Tsunade. Konoha does not betray its own. Pain. I know he's here. If you don't want to tell me, you'll die and meet your comrades and your ancestors. A robotic Pain flew at Tsunade. She was expecting this blow, but one of the bodies was destroyed by Naruto, who was standing in front of her. Naruto. Were you looking for me? Pain. Give me Kyuubi the easy way. Naruto. No, my friend, it won't work. Pain. Summoning technique. A huge rhinoceros, a bird, and a multi-headed dog appeared next to him. Naruto. Gamakichi, take the Hokage away from here. No one should get involved in this fight. I don't need any trouble under my feet. Tell everyone to hide and watch this show. Gamabunta-san. Gamabunta. Got it. We'll take care of the big guys. Three toads went to fight against Pain's summons, and Gamakichi took Tsunade from the battlefield. Naruto entered Sage mode. Pain was very surprised when he saw the Gudo Damas behind him. In an instant, he destroyed all the bodies with the help of clones and went to the real Nagato. Having reached his lair, he conducted Naruto therapy and Nagato brought all the Konoha people back to life, and he himself died from the effects of this technique. Konan took the body and hid it, and Naruto erected a monument to his sensei in the forest. He was running low on strength, he spent a lot of chakra on clones in Sage mode. Naruto began to lose consciousness. Falling to the ground, he landed on Kakashi's back. Kakashi, I'm on time. Naruto, sensei. Kakashi. Relax. I'll carry you myself. Kakashi carried him on his back to Konoha, where Naruto was met by everyone. Residents and all shinobi of Konoha. Then children run up to him and ask about Pain and so on. And then she came up. Ino came closer and smacked him on the head and hugged him. Ino. Don't you ever think of leaving alone again. She buried her face in his shoulder and cried. After all, she was worried about him, despite the fact that he was stronger than many in Konoha. Naruto hugged back and saw all his friends waving at him, and Hinata. She was happy for him, but it hurt her to see Naruto with someone else. Naruto. I guess I need to recover a little. After all, the clones took up a lot of chakra. Ino. Let's go. I'll feed you tasty and healthy food. She pulled him towards the house. Naruto looked at everyone pitifully, like, save me. But they made it clear to him that it was none of their business and they would not interfere. Having reached Naruto's house, Ino asked him to wait in the room while she conjured in the kitchen. Half an hour later, Ino called him into the kitchen. Ino. Come on, hurry up. Otherwise I'll eat it all myself. Naruto, having come to the kitchen, was in a very strong shock. The whole table was covered with delicious things. He liked everything except the salad. The salad was only cabbage and carrots. And Naruto was used to eating high-calorie food. Having gobbled up the food and stroked the stomach, the couple went to bed. Konoha Assembly. Danzo. Tsunade Senju will not be returning to her post at the moment, as she is in unconscious mode. Shikaku. Proposing Kakashi Hatake for the post. Danzo. I doubt that Kakashi can handle the task as Hokage. There is a council of 5 Kage planned and it is about Uchiha Sasuke. He joined Akatsuki and helped kidnap the Eight-Tailed. I offer myself for this role. Since I know more about military operations than you and have more experience in political affairs. The daimyo agreed and Danzo Shimura became the 6th Hokage. The clan heads gritted their teeth and could not object to the daimyo's decision. Danzo, although he protects Konoha and is experienced in politics. But his methods of governance are very cruel, and his old friend Hiruzen did not give him hope of becoming Hokage. Now Shimura sat in Root's office. Danzo. Now my turn has finally come and the era of Tsunade is over. I will announce the execution of Uchiha Sasuke. And also your task is to keep an eye on Uzumaki Naruto and keep an eye on him. He must not leave Konoha. This task is given to you. He looked at Sai. In a few days there will be a council of the 5 Kage. Fu and Torun will accompany me to the land of iron. Is that clear? Rhizomes. Anything for Konoha. Danzo smiled evilly and sat on his chair in his office. 14. Several days passed and the 5 Kage Council began. Naruto did not stop the Raikage from killing Uchiha Sasuke, but after agreeing with Kakashi and Yamato, they left the land of fire and arrived in the land of snow. Naruto wanted to stop Sasuke after killing Danzo and have a heart-to-heart talk with him. Kakashi. Are you sure about this, Naruto? Naruto. Exactly. I have a hunch that Tobi is manipulating Sasuke into attacking the 5 Kage Council. The real reason is to kill Danzo Shimura. Kakashi and Yamato. What? Tobi. You're right, Uzumaki Naruto. He suddenly appeared on the roof of the buildings. Everything is becoming more interesting to me. How do you know all this? You found out that I'm not a fool. About the Sharingan. About the Kamui. What are you hiding from all of us? Naruto. It doesn't concern you. How do I know about Kamui? Because I have it myself. He showed MS and VMSH. Toby was confused now. Exactly the same one Mangekyo Sharingan and the other has an additional pattern. Toby. So you have a complex Mangekyo. Naruto. Maybe. I know everything about you, Toby. It seems like I have no choice. Obito can get to Nagato's eyes and take them, and by killing Obito I can prevent the war. I think it's time for us to finish this here. Toby. It would be better to meet you in the war, but now I just want to talk. Kakashi. Do you think we will believe anything you say? Toby. Believe it or not, I have to know about you, Uzumaki Naruto. You always know everything in advance and that surprises me. And before that, you were a naive boy who dreamed of becoming Hokage. Naruto. You're right, my childhood dreams are in the past. I'll kill you here and now. I won't let you start a new war. Uchiha Obito. Kakashi. Obi, too. Obito. So you figured that out too. But now it means nothing. Obito disappeared into Kamui and appeared in his dimension. To his surprise and regret, Naruto also moved here. After all, their eyes are connected. Obito. How did you get here? Naruto. Our eyes are one and the same. But you will know the truth after your death. By killing you, I will stop the resurrection of the 10 tails, the death of a loved one, the resurrection of Madara. Obito. So you already know my plans. If you want to fight me, so be it. Kato Fireball. Naruto. Sweeten Water Wall. Steam formed and Naruto ran at Obito. Obito understood that it was impossible to escape and accepted the fight completely. In taijutsu, Naruto strongly dominated and defeated him. The battle moved to a new level. Now they fought in kenjutsu. But since Naruto is an assassin, he has more experience in close combat. Then Obito distracted him and hit him with all his might and Naruto flew back, and doing a somersault landed on his foot. Naruto. You're a good fighter. It's obvious that you studied with Madara. Obito. You're not bad either. It's been a long time since I've suffered so much against an assassin. I thought it was just old legends and myth. I know that this is not all your power. Naruto. I was just dancing a waltz with you. Now let's start our real dance. Naruto, with a 3-volume Sharingan, attacked Obito hand to hand. Obito held, dodged, and retreated from the blonde's blows. Block, punch, dodge, kick, block, and Obito got hit in the jaw and flew back. Obito. I'll kill you. Naruto. This is the kind of attitude I like. A mask appeared on his face, which automatically covered his face from both sides. Obito lost control of himself and with his swings and gunbai attacked Naruto. One last dash and Naruto disappeared. Obito looked in every direction. Up, down, left, right, forward, back. And then Naruto appeared from behind and with a hidden blade hit him in the neck. Obito fell to one knee, but he was not dead yet. Because Hashirama's cells begin to regenerate the body. But Naruto pierced his heart, and the seal of will subjugation was destroyed. Naruto sat down next to him and watched as Obito coughed up blood and lay in a pool of his own blood. Obito. Am I going to die now? Naruto. You will leave this world and meet your beloved Rin. Obito. It's a pity. I so wanted to immerse the world in eternal Tsukiyomi. Naruto. To meet her. Obito. Yes. Naruto. You brought much pain to Obito's people, you had to pay this price. It's time for you. May God be your judge. Rest in peace, Uchiha Obito. Naruto closed his eyes and gave him one last blow to the throat. After that he closed his eyes. Kurama. Now you can take his eyes. Naruto. No, I have seen too much and I do not want power, let it not go to anyone. Kaden Fireball. Fire enveloped Obito's entire body. Your soul is free, Obito. Naruto returned to reality and saw Kakashi lying beaten. Naruto. What's happened? Kakashi. Kabuto took Yamato after you disappeared with Obito. Where is he? Naruto. Obito died. Had to kill him. Kakashi-sensei. It's time for us to go to the land of iron and I'll cast Kotoamatsukami on Sasuke. Time to go. Kakashi. What about Yamato? Naruto. It will take a long time to find Kabuto's lair. Get up. Naruto gave Kakashi his hand and the two ran to the land of iron. 15. Kabuto's lair. Kabuto, so he died. Zetsu. Yes. The plans are failing, but you must resurrect Madara and I will resurrect him with the help of Nagato's Rinnegan. Kabuto. You said that these eyes are hidden. Zetsu. Actually, they were with his girlfriend named Konan. Obito killed her and gave the eyes to me. My clone will declare the Fourth Shinobi World War. And then we will see how you improved Edo Tensei. Kabuto. Where is Kisame Hoshigake? He was one of the Akatsuki members. Zetsu. Kisame left and wanders the world. After the death of Itachi Uchiha, he left our ranks. A pathetic traitor. Kabuto. What are we going to do with Sasuke? Zetsu. He is no longer needed. Sasuke is useless to us and will be against the war. Prepare the entire Edo Tensei army. And don't worry about my Zetsu clones. There are enough of them. We will soon resurrect Madara. Konoha. Shikamaru. I don't think so. Naruto will be categorically against it. But we'll have to do it without him. Sakura. I doubt it. Sasuke-kun is quite strong, and we won't be able to defeat him without Naruto. Sai. Naruto has gone to extremes. He is pursuing the Five-Cage Council and wants to find Sasuke there. According to him, Sasuke should be there. Sakura. Then we have to find him before Naruto. Naruto has become colder towards his actions, maybe he will want to kill Sasuke-kun or even worse. Shikamaru. Okay. Sai, I'm Sakura, Kiba, let's go to the land of iron. Don't tell your friends or comrades anything. We don't know what awaits us ahead. Country of iron. Sasuke. You made everyone from the Uchiha clan kill my brother. And you even dared to take their eyes. He looked at Danzo. Danzo. It's your own fault. You wanted a coup. My job is to protect Konoha by any means necessary and I'm ready to sacrifice even all the residents for this. Sasuke. After you, Konoha will fall. For forcing my brother to carry out this execution. I will destroy and create a new world and order myself. Danzo. Revolutionary. Your eyes will be useful to me and I will take them. Both were barely standing. Sasuke had spent a lot of energy on Susanoo against the Raikage and Danzo. And also against Izanagi. Danzo was tired too. He was already old and had used all his trump cards. The last hope was the red-haired girl who was helping Sasuke. He grabbed her from behind as a prisoner. Sasuke. I'll still kill you, Danzo. Sasuke directed lightning at Karen and it passed through her and Danzo. Karen fell to the ground, and Danzo tried with all his might to escape from Sasuke. Sasuke followed him and used Amaterasu on Shimura. In the end, Danzo died, and Zetsu came for Sasuke. Zetsu. Plans change, Sasuke. It's time for us to leave. Madara is dead at the hands of Naruto Uzumaki. Sasuke. Naruto. He will die too. Zetsu. You'd better leave here and regain your strength. You're free. But if you go against us, you'll die. Zetsu disappeared, and Sasuke managed to escape before Naruto and Kakashi arrived, receiving some chakra from Zetsu. Naruto. Looks like we're late, sensei. Sasuke managed to escape. Kakashi. It turns out he managed to kill Danzo. Then Gaara came out to them, who explained about Sasuke's attack on the Five-Cage Council and that Zetsu declared war on them in order to get the last Jinchuriki. Gaara. We are starting the mobilization and soon there will be an alliance of 5 great countries. The 8 tails turned out to be alive and wandering somewhere. Raikage-sama said that he will find it. Naruto. I see. What did they say about Sasuke? Gaara. Sasuke is a missing nin of S rank. All the cage have put a price on his head. So he killed Danzo and left. Naruto. Exactly. He walked over to Danzo's corpse and turned it over. Sasuke didn't know about Shisui's Kotoamatsukami, so Naruto took it for himself. You weren't worthy of wearing those eyes of Danzo's. Kakashi. Why did you take his eye? Naruto. These are the eyes of Shisui Uchiha. Kakashi. Shisui. The genius of the Uchiha clan and the owner of the most powerful genjutsu in the world. Naruto. He only has one eye. Itachi had the other one, and he gave it to me before he died. Kakashi. What does it mean? Naruto began to tell Itachi's true story with a heavy sigh, and finally decided to tell about himself. He put them both in genjutsu and showed his past. Kakashi and Gaara looked at him with empty eyes. After all, he had been through so much. Naruto. And I want to stop the war and not let her and her friends die. The power that I have is the power of my ancestors and one person who founded the Hyuga clan. Kakashi. I'm sorry. You've been through too much and you're still standing. Naruto. In that future, I'm dead, and now we need to win this war against the 10 tails. And your sensei. It's time to become Hokage. Kakashi ran a few circles around Gaara in fear. And he and Naruto were laughing. Sakura, Kiba, Sai, Shikamaru and Karen saw the laughing people. Who remained alive and lay motionless, so as not to become a victim. Sakura. Naruto. Kakashi-sensei. She screamed, running towards them. And 3 guys were running after her. Naruto. Ame Datbe. What wind brought you here? Shikamaru. Are we late? Where is Sasuke? Where is Danzo? Sakura. Oh my god, this is Sasuke-kun's friend. We need to cure her and find out about Sasuke-kun. She ran up to Karen and started to cure her. Naruto. The 50 kilograms carcass was gone before we arrived, maybe Akatsuki managed to warn him. Tutankhamun died in the battle against Sasuke. Kakashi. Since when did you come up with nicknames? Naruto. And with such that I'm bored. There's no one to dance with. At least resurrect Madara, it would be more fun. Gaara. Your own words will destroy you. Shikamaru. So what now? Naruto. Let's return to Konoha and announce Danzo's death. Let's begin preparations for the 4th Shinobi World War. Sai. Can you help us with your winged birds? Sai. No problem. Sai drew the birds and they became alive. After that, everyone climbed onto the birds and went to Konoha. Danzo's body was also taken, sealed in a scroll. Having reached Konoha, they announced Danzo's death, and then all of Naruto's classmates gathered to decide what to do with Sasuke. Sakura is in despair, because her love will die. Naruto. Think about it, Shika. We will lose the last of the Uchiha clan. Our task is to prepare for this war. Neji. Naruto is right. Killing Sasuke will not achieve anything. The war is more important than one member of the Uchiha clan and it is none of our business. Naruto. What's wrong with Tsunade-sama? Sakura. Well. Konoha Hospital. Shizune. Are you sure? You finished all the food in our hospital. Tsunade. I need to restore my chakra. Bring me food. Eat. Tsunade has recently returned to her senses, and her role as the 5th Hokage remains the same. Naruto decided to train at the training ground after the talks. Kakashi, Sakura and Ino watched his training. Naruto. Kakashi-sensei, maybe we should have a sparring match. Kakashi. You can't beat him in close combat, and he's stronger in elemental techniques. Considering that he also has all the elements. And he didn't show all his trump cards. Flashed through his thoughts. No, Naruto. Naruto. As you wish, he shrugged and began his training in increasing his endurance and punching power. One of his simple and light blows breaks a tree. After a short training session, he and Ino took a short walk and went home. 16. Time passed after the declaration of war. Now a huge army of about 100,000 people from different villages gathered in the headquarters. Naruto also entered the war and asked to be on Gaara's team. He put on the armor that he got from the temple and all its accessories. Naruto. So, Kurama, ready for war? Kurama. You ask. Yes, I am ready. At this point, the alliance began to blame each other for everything, but Gaara interrupted them. He spoke about the fate of his best friend, and gave everyone motivation for the war. Kabuto's lair. Zetsu. Madara-sama, there are still 2-tailed beasts left. Kyuubi and the 8 tails. Madara. Do you have Nagato's eye? Zetsu. Yes. Madara. Revive after Jubi's revival. I want to watch my pawns fight, and then join in myself. Everyone was lively according to the canon. Naruto was moving in Gaara's team through the desert. After they reached the desert, they made a stop. Unoki also came to them, as he sensed Mu's chakra. His sensei and the second Tsuchikage. Tsuchikage. The fact that they retreated means that everything is temporary. We must expect an attack. Our opponents are caged themselves, and you must understand their strength. Naruto. We understand, old man Tsuchikage. We will wait for their arrival and seal them. Kabuto gave orders to Nagato and Itachi to find Uzumaki Naruto and capture him. B joined Darui's squad. Now Gaara, Shikamaru, Temari, Naruto were sitting in front of the fire. Naruto. I think it would be better to split them. I'll take on the Raikage and Mizukage. Gaara. Leave your father to me. Tsuchikage. Are you sure you can handle 2 Kage? They're not like Nukenin or swordsmen. They're much stronger. Naruto. Don't worry, Tsuchikage-sama. Everything will be and go smoothly. In a few hours, the 4th Kage was expected to attack the alliance. Although they did not want to attack, they were controlled. Naruto, as planned, took on the Raikage and Mizukage. With the Raikage, he did what he did last time. He hit his elbow with a rasengan and it hit his shoulder and the body began to crumble, and the sealing squad did its job. Gaara fought with his father as before and sealed him with his sand. With the Mizukage it was a little more difficult, but Naruto found his summoning with his eyes and destroyed it. Gaara tried to seal him, but the sand fell apart. Naruto. Chibaku Tensai. The stones gathered around the Mizukage and sealed him. And the second Tsuchikage lost, but split into two. The second summoned the coffin of Uchiha Madara. Tsuchikage. It can't be. This is Uchiha Madara. He was horrified. Madara. Alliance then. I'll play with you. Inoichi. Naruto. B needs your help. He went to the tailed beasts, but met the resurrected Uchiha Itachi in pain. Naruto. We have Madara here. Gaara. Who pulled your tongue? Inoichi. The 5 Kage will accept the fight. You must help B defeat Itachi in pain. Otherwise, they will seal him and defeat him. 17. Naruto was rushing towards B at full speed. And the battle with Madara was accepted by 5 Kage, who arrived on the battlefield. All 5 squads defeated the enemies, half of Gaara's squad went to Darui. Since against Ginkage in Kyuubi mode, the Ino Cho team is needed. Naruto reached B and, strangely enough, met Itachi with Nagato. Naruto. So here we meet again. Itachi, exactly. Nagato. I didn't think I'd meet you again, Naruto. You've changed, judging by your clothes. Naruto. And you too. Your hair has turned gray, maybe Yahiko got you in the other world. Nagato. Yes, it's a pity that Konan also died during the battle with Madara. Naruto. I killed him, but he was only a member of the Uchiha clan. Uchiha Obito. Itachi. Obito. He was presumed dead. Really? What about Sasuke? Naruto. Your eternal Mangekyo, attacking the 5 Kage Council, killing Danzo. I didn't have time to use Koto Amatsukami on him, he managed to escape from the battlefield. The real Madara has been resurrected and is having fun against the 5 Kage. Itachi. Use Koto Amatsukami on me and I will stop Edo Tensai. Nagato. And seal me. He didn't have time to say anything, as the control became complete. But no one allowed him to attack Naruto or Itachi. Since Naruto had already split him in half and then used Koto Amatsukami on Itachi. Itachi, with the help of Susanoo, sealed him inside the pumpkin with the Totsuka sword. Itachi. I will stop Kabuto and dispel Edo Tensai. Sasuke, I will leave everything to you, Naruto. Don't let him go down the road of hatred and revenge. Goodbye, friend. Itachi immediately turned around and went towards Kabuto's lair. Naruto and B went further to all the tailed beasts. And it took a couple of hours, because of B's speed. But they were sealed in a crumb of the 8 tails and 9 tails chakra too. Madara also arrived, leaving the wounded Kage there. Itachi and Sasuke were able to stop Edo Tensai. Sasuke now revived Orochimaru and decided to find out the whole truth about his brother, bringing the previous Hokage back to life. Naruto and B were joined by the entire alliance and they fought against the 10 tails. Zetsu revived Madara. Konoha. The basement of the ruins of the Uchiha clan temple. Orochimaru, with the help of the god of death, returned his arms, and also revived Hashirama Senju, Tobirama Senju, Hiruzen Sarutobi, Minato Namikaze. Tobirama. Orochimaru. You again. Hashirama. What do you mean again? Hiruzen. I took your hands so you wouldn't use jutsu. But you got them back, and you revived all the dead Hokage. Orochimaru. That's not why we're here. You have to answer Uchiha Sasuke's questions. Tobirama. Uchiha, everything is clear. Sasuke. Third, is it true that you gave Itachi the task of destroying the entire Uchiha clan? Hiruzen began to tell about everything. And after him, Shodai Hokage joined in. He told about his life with Madara. After that, Sasuke thought and pondered. And Tobirama felt powerful chakras. Orochimaru. Madara was revived, and now the Shinobi Alliance war is underway. Hashirama. Madara. Tobirama. Who asked you to come up with this technique? You know that a match is not a toy. Tobirama. I myself am not happy with the fact that Uchiha is interrogating me. I am not even surprised. If you become Hokage, then I will fly to you from the coffin and destroy you. Orochimaru. You can go and help the alliance. And what are we going to do, Sasuke-kun? Sasuke. I don't want my brother's sacrifice to be in vain. I will help the alliance too. Everyone went to the battle site. Jubilee's bomb was flying towards everyone and an impact was expected. Shinobi of the stone, Doden is a stone wall. Naruto. Fuin red crimson barrier. 2 clones created a barrier and prevented the shot from passing through her. Naruto. There are too many little tailed ones here. Kurama. Do whatever you want. Naruto began to transmit Kurama's chakra to the entire alliance, and as soon as he finished, he decided to attack him himself with Rasengan techniques. Naruto. Rasengan. In the end, with the help of clones, he threw more than 30 Rasengan and spent a lot of chakra on this chakra-consuming technique. He fell on one knee. Madara decided that this was his chance to get rid of him, and with the help of Jubi's needles sent 2 needles. Then Ino stood in front of Naruto. Naruto was powerless, but when there were a few meters left, he pushed her away and came under fire himself. Both completely hit him. Madara. I'll finally take Kyuubi. He grinned angrily. Ino ran up to him and laid the boy's head on her lap. Ino. Naruto. Go away, Ino. Give me the connection with the cage now. Ino gave him the connection through tears, thinking that he had a plan. Naruto. I ask that if anyone sees the Yondaime, who was resurrected with the help of Edo Tensei, that he pour the second part of the Kyuubi into me. Now the other part will be sealed. Ino disconnected the connection and still sat crying. Go away. Ino. I won't leave. I'd rather die with you. Then Neji ran up to them and took Ino, who still didn't want to leave. Madara began to pull out the Kyuubi with the help of chains. Although it had a seal on it, it couldn't withstand the 10 tails. Uzumaki's lifeless body lay further away. Madara. What did Zetsu find out? Zetsu. The Alliance has a headquarters. We need to destroy it so that it doesn't give further instructions. And then destroy them too. He pointed at the Alliance. Madara. So be it. Madara, controlling Jubi, sent the bomb of the tailed beast to the headquarters. Those who were there managed to say their last words. Madara decided to destroy their hope. Namely Naruto. And he did not die completely. Ino. No. Kakashi held her. Let go. Kakashi. There's no point in running to him. He's dead, Ino. Naruto can't be saved. Jubi fired a tailed beast bomb at Naruto, but Minato Namikaze himself managed to take it. Minato, am I late? Kakashi. Sensei. Naruto. Minato. I know. I felt that Kyuubi's chakra was gone and he was sealed. Here all the Hokage appeared in front of the Alliance. Hiruzen. Minato. You're fast. As always. Tobirama. Fourth. You're even faster than me. Hashirama. Let's start our business. Madara. I was waiting for you, Hashirama. Now no one will interfere with our fight. He shouted, standing on the mountain in front of everyone. Hashirama. I'll take Madara on myself and cover him. Send clones for the Red Crimson Barrier. Hiruzen. Minato. Help your son, we can handle it ourselves. Minato. I'll send a clone with you. Kakashi. Cover me while I infuse him with Kyuubi's chakra. Kakashi. Got it, Ino. Sakura. Stay with the fourth. In case Naruto comes back to life, heal him. The entire alliance surrounded the Yondaime, who began sealing the Kyuubi. Orochimaru and Sasuke with his Taka team joined them. Sasuke went for a breakthrough against Madara. It was his mistake. Madara pierced him with Sasuke's katana. Now he too lay like a corpse on the ground. Naruto found himself in the mountains and walked forward. Naruto. Where am I? Am I dead? Then 11 people in armor came out in front of him. 1. We've been watching you since your birth. 2. You fought to protect our world as our last descendant. You were bravely ready to sacrifice yourself for all your comrades and friends. 5. A warrior who is worthy of our strength. Remember, it cannot be given. It can only be earned. 11. Now come to us, we will give you all our power. The last 12 assassins, all hope is on you. Then all the assassins stood in a circle and surrounded Naruto. Each one made a different seal and pointed his hand at Naruto. Naruto felt a surge of strength, and his body was covered with new armor and he had a sword in his hands. Then they disappeared and he found himself in front of Rakudo. Hagoromo. No wonder you're here. Naruto. Rakudo Sennin. Hagoromo. You've become different since our last meeting. Did what happened in that future affect you? Naruto. Yes. Is Sasuke here? Hagoromo. He attacked Madara without knowing anything and ended up on the verge of death. But he is now being treated by Orochimaru, whom he resurrected. You are being treated by the one you protected by sacrificing yourself. I am glad to see the last assassin, personally. Naruto. Do you know what I'm wearing? Hagoromo. Armor that no one can penetrate. I will give you the power of Ashura, as well as the power of the tailed beasts that remained inside me. You already know their names. I did not tell Indra's reincarnation about you and that you moved in time. I considered it a personal matter and will not poke my nose into your affairs. Having received the power of Ashura, you are given my second Rinnegan. One is with your friend Naruto. Okay, what's going on now? Hagoromo. Your father sealed Kurama into you. Now there is a battle between Might Guy with the help of the 8 Gates of Death against Madara, who absorbed Jubi and became the Jinchuriki of the 10 Tails. You have power. The power of the great assassins who lived before the appearance of the earth. It is time for you. Sasuke has already returned to life, it is time to receive a gift from yours. Naruto didn't understand and opened his eyes to find himself in an embrace. Naruto. I have to go. Thanks Dad for Kurama. Madara. I almost died, you bastard. Now I'll let you die with pleasure. Madara threw the sphere at Guy, but Naruto kicked it back. Madara. He just touched the sphere. Naruto. Guy-sensei. Naruto put his hand on his chest, bringing him back to life. Since he was dying, laying him on his back, he took him to his uncomprehending father, Ino, Sakura. Naruto. Keep an eye on him. Naruto turned to Madara, giving a look at the new eyes. So, Madara, ready. Madara. This is not a simple drawing. It is a Rinnegan and on the right eye there is some semblance of a Byakugan. Naruto. Nothing can interfere with our fight now. Naruto entered Sage mode and it turned out that the power that was passed down from his ancestors had also awakened. Infinite physical capabilities. The ability to influence attraction and repulsion. Its speed exceeds the speed of light. And this is only at will. Very high durability. The bomb of the tailed one won't even touch it, infinite chakra. A sword that can destroy anything and can destroy planets. Sucking out anything. The ability to control lightning. Like Thor in Ragnarok. In short, Naruto is many times stronger than Madara in 10 Tails mode. Naruto attacked Madara at high speeds and with one blow he flew a kilometer. He immediately appeared behind him and struck again. After that, he pulled him towards himself. Naruto. It's time to finish, I don't need games. Naruto pierced his neck with a hidden blade. Madara, of course, did not die. But Naruto began to suck out all the tailed beasts. As a result, Madara fell down like a lifeless corpse. He could not carry out the plan. All the people watching were in great shock. After all, Naruto had just easily defeated Madara and sucked out all the tailed beasts. Sasuke was angry that Naruto was stronger than him, although they did not arrange a fight. Naruto. We don't need to fight Sasuke. Sasuke. Do you think you can defeat me? Naruto. Yes, but, Koto Amatsukami. Shisui's genjutsu was placed on Sasuke to protect the leaf. Although Naruto received all the power of his ancestors, he cannot direct them to concentrate. Therefore, it was risky to fight and he would accidentally kill Sasuke. Since his power is infinite, Naruto approached his father, who was standing near all the Hokage and Kage, who were cured by Orochimaru. Naruto. Will you return to the afterlife? Minato. Yes, son, you've grown into a good guy. Naruto. Tell mom and sensei that everything is fine with me. Minato. I'll be sure to pass it on. I almost forgot. Happy birthday to you, Naruto. All. Happy birthday Naruto Uzumaki. After the war, everything returned to its place. All 5 great countries were indebted to the hero of the 5 nations. Uzumaki Naruto, who won the war. Comment to 17. I probably made it too overpowered, right? 18. It had been a year and a half since the war. Today, Konohamaru Sarutobi stood before Sakura. Sakura. Naruto. Ino. Congratulations on the wedding. Konohamaru pointed at Sai, who stood silently. Sai. Say something. Sai. What should I say then? He thought. Sakura. In a week, Naruto and Ino's wedding will start. And we're still going. They haven't even prepared a gift. Shikamaru and Choji have long since prepared a restaurant ticket and a honeymoon package. And I'm walking around here like a loser. Shanaru. She hit a tree that was nearby. And both guys ran away. Naruto was very busy with the wedding now and with the help of Shikamaru and Tsunade they started preparing everything. Ino was busy with the decorations and Shizune was helping her a lot. Kakashi became the new Hokage, who was persuaded by Naruto, saying that if he refused, he would not see his books. Now all their friends were preparing gifts. One fine day, Kakashi was walking down the road, and Ino was passing by him. Hatake himself, lost in thought, didn't notice her. Ino. Kakashi-sensei. Hatake turned his head towards her. Ino looked completely different. She had removed her ponytail, she was wearing a purple shirt and a long skirt. Kakashi. Ino. Sorry, I didn't notice. How's Naruto? Ino. Naru is completely busy with the wedding. I'm on my way from the decoration store and I made an order. Kakashi. I see. Well, okay. Bye. I have to go to Ichiraku. Ino. See you later. She bowed and left. That same evening, Iruka was sitting at home and thinking about congratulating Naruto at the wedding. Then there was a knock on his door. Opening it, he saw a tall blonde man. Dark jacket, white t-shirt and black pants. And on his head was a bandana. The left eye had a rinnegan and Naruto blocked his view of it. Iruka. Naruto. What brings you here? Naruto. Long time no see, Iruka-sensei. I have, how to say it, a request. Iruka. Request. Naruto. Yes, I want you to be at the wedding in my father's place. Iruka almost fell to his knees. He was surprised that Naruto was saying this to him. And all because Iruka was like a caring brother to Naruto. Although they saw each other less often for several years, he was one of the first to recognize him and support him. Now Iruka could not stand it and burst into tears. After all, such an honor to be the father at the wedding of Uzumaki Naruto himself, who eventually founded the Order of Assassins in Konoha and beyond. The last 12th assassin, the last member of the Uzumaki clan, as well as its head, the hero of the whole world, the child of prophecy, and it is also believed that he is the new Rakuto Sennin. Iruka. I would be honored to come to your wedding. Naruto. Thank you, Iruka-sensei. He bowed. Iruka. Why are you bowing? I should be doing this. See you later. He said goodbye and ran home. Wedding day. All of Naruto and Ino's friends were at the wedding. Shikamaru and Tamari were on the side, both holding hands. Hinata. That's strange. Did Shikamaru-kun start dating Tamari-san? Sigh. What about us? He held her hand and smiled. Sasuke stood silently with Sakura. Shisui's Kotoamatsukami Naruto deactivated, as Tem himself understood everything and decided to be like his brother. Protect the village from the shadows and is going to go on a journey with Sakura. Naruto and Ino stood in front of everyone holding hands. The wedding was perfect, and then they kissed in front of the audience. Afterwards, they started congratulating each other for a long time. Neji offered them a drink, but got scolded by Tenten. After 5 years, Naruto was standing outside. It was winter, and they lived in a spacious house. Ino was sitting and sewing a scarf for her beloved. Then 2 monsters ran out on Naruto and asked to play. Both of them pushed their father down into the snow and climbed on top. Ino, who was watching this, followed him out. Ino. Namino. Anoto. Now calm down. Here the snow flew from her daughter to her. Well, hold on Namino, your mother will give you a hard time now. The whole family started throwing snow. Konoha dungeons. There were torches and hooded men. Naruto stood on a high place and looked at everyone. Behind him was an eagle symbol. A young man with dark hair approached him. Naruto. Konohamaru. We have dedicated our lives to peace and its prosperity. Our ancestors once protected our world from hatred and evil. We take an oath to protect not only the village, but also our planet. Konohamaru bowed and stood in line with all the hooded men. Naruto. When others blindly follow the truth. Remember. All. Nothing is true. Naruto. When others are constrained by morality or law, remember. All. Everything is permitted. Naruto in all. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. We are assassins. Everyone bowed before Naruto.